What's up? What's up?
If you want it faster, say the word. If you want it louder, make it hurt. If you want
Okay. I think I'm reading this setup.
you can sit back, enjoy the ride.
So, Vikings, TSW. Very important match today. Very important match for a lot of reasons, but mostly because whoever loses is gonna be confirmed attending the promotion tournament. They're gonna be playing one match against Dino Saigon, and whoever wins that match is gonna be in the LCP next year. Why is it on? Why do I have the windows? There you go. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with now. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to stream this week. I can definitely stream today and tomorrow. It's gonna be a little bit trickier after. It's gonna be a little bit trickier, but I think we'll somehow find a way. I think we'll find a way. Tomorrow, next week is gonna be a little bit chaotic. Next week is gonna be a bit chaotic, so honestly, I have no idea how I'm gonna be streaming, but I'm gonna try to find a way. I'm gonna have to do like 3 things at once. But I might be able, I don't know. I might just try to. I might be able to just go live later. But we'll see. We'll see. Next week is gonna be. I have no idea how I'm gonna handle that for now. I have no idea how I'm gonna be handling next week. I really want to stream the finals, but it's like conflicting with so many other things that I do.
欢迎各位来到 LCP Arena， 败部第2天的赛程将会由 MVKE 出战秘密之 TSW。在上周的比赛 ，MVKE 势如破竹的顺利斩下了 DFN 的首级。今天磨刀霍霍像金鱼，究竟谁输谁赢？让我们欢迎双方选手进场。上路 ，Kratos Pun。
Kratos and Pun. Pun is gonna be starting now. It's kind of usual at this point. He has been playing these matches.
打野 Guri Histo。 中路 Catty D-Ray。
Hero played a few games against CFO, but to be fair, that was not on him. He lost against CFO, but Like, Pan is usually starting still.
下路 Shogun Eddie，
And the Shogun is gonna be starting. I think like at this point the only time that it's not necessarily only time Style is playing is
辅
whenever
助
there's a Senna.
Silong Taki，
Whenever they try to go for the Senna play. That is like the only time that I see when I see Style playing these days.
教练 Soften No，
And Silverman now. Coaches. A lot on the line, as I
今
said.
天落败的队伍将会前往升降赛，而赢的队伍呢，将会挑战越南大魔王 GAM。让我们一起来迎接这
As
一
you
场
know, yeah,
比赛。
winner faces GAM for the world spot this Sunday. There's gonna be for the world spot there. But also, whoever wins is gonna be securing themselves next year in the LCP. So that's a pretty big thing too. So let's see. I'm just checking everything quickly. TSW choosing red side is crazy. What are they planning already here so early on? Game 1. So there is that. Okay, I'm checking everything now. Draft. The usual bans. And my big question is, TSW is the higher seed. TSW are the higher seed. Why did they choose red side? What are they planning? First of all, I think they're gonna be stealing away the... Actually, they can just go for... I guess they could steal away the Nocturne, but honestly, the Wukong pick might be better here to steal away. In this current patch, I might be liking the Wukong Oriana even a bit more than the Nocturne Oriana. They might be going for a Wukong pick here if you're TSV. I feel like stealing away the Nocturne is... Alone the Nocturne is not necessarily that great. Then yeah, the Wukong makes sense. And Vikings, they still have a chance to pick up the Nocturne. It's not too bad, it fits Guri as well. It's all good. But I think the Wukong Oriana might have been better. So, good call on the TSV side for that. I would expect a Nocturne here. But also, I mean, the Rumble is still up though. Or just picking up Severe. That's an option too. Are they not looking to pick the Wukong? They're just looking at the bot side instead. Interesting to see that the first picking the Oriana then. I have no idea why they would first pick Oriana if they're not even planning to prepare it with anyone else. But nonetheless, we have pieces on the lanes. We know nothing about the top side. But there is already the Wukong picked up for TSV. Sivir as well. I think Nocturne ban should be coming. But yeah, I don't know anything about both comps are not there just yet. I have no idea why the Orianna first pick. That just feels kind of weird. I guess like the Nocturne, I guess like the Orianna could somewhat play well with the Alistar. I could like kind of see it. Could kind of see it happening. You know, just like the Nocturne going in. Sorry, Orianna going for the Shockwave, and then Alistar jumping in as well. I could maybe see something like that happening. There's a Zeri. Picking up the Zeri in game 1. Alright, Eddie wanna go for the pentakills. I really don't understand this draft. Like, if they wanted to have the Zeri, why not pick the Nautilus? There's so many things I don't understand about these drafts. But mainly, top laners are left now. Pick order is also really weird. Usually don't see top laners left up here, but instead of the Renekton, I guess TSV is a little bit or like Viking is a little bit afraid that there might be a Yori coming in from TSV. But with the Renekton pick, I could see, I mean, even a Cassante maybe, but we'll see what is TSV cooking, because they chose red. They wanted to go for the counter. Was it gonna be TSV? And Cassante. Just a normal matchup. I don't understand the Orianna pick, honestly. Like, I don't get it. If I go for that first pick and then not even the Nocturne, picking the Sivir, and then TSV immediately going, okay, we're scaling. Late game TSV is gonna be insanely scary. Cassante is gonna be an extreme tank. And there's also the Zeri, obviously. So scaling is gonna be on the TSV side. It's really just up to Vikings if they can win early and stop the scaling. But Vikings have looked so shaky. So I think I have to give this W prediction to TSV here. They should be the better team. I even think there's like a pretty good chance that TSV makes Worlds. So I wouldn't write them off. This should be the stronger team, I think, in the current form. TSV lost to CFO, but that was their only loss. I think they can go up against GAM as well, but that should be a closer game, 100%. That being said, as for now, the first step they need to take to stay in the LCP and get to Worlds as well is beating Vikings, and I think they can do that. TSV should be the stronger team here, no questions about that. Fighting! Fighting! So, we're in the game. We are here. Again, I don't... The drops are weird. Alright? The drops are weird. But I guess like TSV came out on top of that. Like, I really don't know what Vikings could do here. I don't know why they went for this. The Orianna doesn't make much sense here. What they picked afterwards. Maybe I mean they kind of like forced TSW to pick the Wukong, but like the Wukong is just gonna be fine here anyways. So I just don't understand what Vikings were trying to do with this route. It does feel like the TSW is just gonna be heavily outscaling them. I think today that's gonna be the team though. Just scaling. If I'm TSW, I just wanna scale because Vikings look pretty shaky overall. I don't necessarily think that they find their form today. So as long as TSW is scaling and not making many mistakes, I do feel like that's gonna be a easy peasy win. I think my official prediction was like 3-1 to TSW. I gave one game, then it just TSW kind of fumbling. But I think that could be a 3-0 as well. I mean, if TSW wanna get to Worlds, they should 3-0. Gam is gonna be a massive step up from Vikings, so if TSW wanna win that match on Sunday, they should beat Vikings here pretty pretty convincingly. Hello, Shiro, hello. Morning. So that is gonna be my assessment here. It should be an easy like, if it's not an easy win for TSW, then I'm a bit worried for them against Gam, but I think they got it. I mean, especially in this game, they got it. If TSW cannot win this game, then I think it's gonna be rough. Also, where is mine? I need some tissues, but I have no idea where I put them. I don't know where are my tissues. The diary is gonna go pretty low here, but that's fine. They're just gonna be recalling probably both of them. So yeah, weird draft from Vikings. Not a good unlock for what might happen in game 2 and 3. But for now, they just need to shut down TSW early. If they can do that, then sure, they can win, but they haven't really showcased that capability throughout the season. So I'm not necessarily sure it's happening today. Shogun has to step up massively. I think Vikings could still win one game. Like, I would expect there would be a game when Style subs in and they wanna go for like a Stena comp. I think that's 100% possible. But if Style subs in, like, if I'm TSW, I'm just immediately banning the Stena. But still, that's like the only game I could give to Vikings. I don't think there's gonna be much happening besides that. I mean, the stakes are really high this week. But there is like a pretty good chance that we're just gonna be seeing 3-0s. Like, again, maybe with the Style Senna, Vikings can get one game, but I could also see TSW just 3-0ing this. I could obviously see CFOs 3-0ing tomorrow against PSG. And then there's gonna be a Vikings game TSW game if TSW win. And I mean, honestly, that could go either way. I think like that's not gonna be a 3-0. I think my official prediction for that one was of TSW winning 3-2. But if TSW is not showing a good form today, then I really don't know what to think. TSW needs to storm this game, and then I start to believe in the TSW to Worlds. nonetheless, it is what it is. It is what it is. First fight coming in. I did say TSW need to be shot down early, and then there is a chance. As every ultimate is being popped right now, and they're gonna give the first blood to area. Okay, this might be just GG here. This might just be GG here. First kill already going to Zeri. And there's not... I mean, the Renekton is gonna be winning early, sure, but... Cassante is obviously gonna be outscaling him. Cassante is gonna be a massive tank later on. This already not looking too good for the Vikings. Hello, Kalai. Hello, hello. This is already not looking too good. Not a bad idea from them, like they try to shut everyone down, but... Yeah, I just feel like it's already kind of rough. I'm a little bit tired, honestly. I don't know why. I mean, I had like good sleep and everything. I don't know. I feel tired right now. Maybe it's the allergy. Who knows? But yeah, I have a lot of things this week. I had TSW 3-1 as well officially. But I mean, honestly, if I'm TSW, I want a 3-0 here. If I'm TSW, I kind of want a 3-0, so just like get done with this quickly. If TSW can, if TSW defeats Kratos at the Dorday match, they could go 5 again. Yeah. I feel like if TSW is 3-0, that would make me more hopeful that they can take down Gam. Yeah, I put CFO 3-0. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think my official predictions were TSW 3-1 today, and then CFO 3-0, and then TSW 3-2 versus Gam. I don't know, so I'm not sure how I can stream on Sunday. Still need to see. I'm having some conflicts with like other stuff that I have, both on Sunday this week and next week. So I'm not sure how much I can how I can stream. There's a chance I'm gonna go live later and like watch the games and then like catch back live. I might do that. I don't know. I still need to figure that out. I still need to figure out how I would do that. Because the thing is, like, I'm gonna have like 1 hour when I'm gonna be unavailable, like in the middle of the series. So what I could do is either start streaming normally, and in the middle, like kind of dip for a while and then come back, or go live later. But like that would be pretty late. Even if like just trying to catch up. So I have no idea how the Sunday streams are gonna be. But today and tomorrow should still be fine. We will see which team goes to the region merit slot in the promotion tournament. And the CFO PHG match, I think that's just gonna be a 3-0. I'm gonna be honest, I think CFO, maybe they're gonna be trolling, like if they are up like 2 games, maybe they're gonna be trolling 1 game away, but I just think that it's hard for me to see that CFO, unless they're like going with like a super weird comp, that they would be losing that even 1 game. And even here, TSW should be much better. The reason I didn't go with the 3-0 is because like TSW could definitely throw games. And I still think that Stout is gonna be getting a Senna game today. Besides that, it's already not looking too great for Vikings. TSW only has like a super small lead, but that is on the Zeri, which is a little concerning. Pun? Okay, there. We're gonna be aggressive here. I guess he at least got caught his flash. So that is pretty good. But with that being said, so far, objectives were just traded. There was just 3 drops for Vikings. However, TSW were able to get a pretty fast first dragon. And there's a bit of a swap happening as well, obviously. The Cassante would not really want to go up against the Renekton. But the dive might be happening soon. The wave is only going to be crushing now. Still long. Trying to zoom in here using the spell book. Protoss pops the Ottoman together with Sulong. At least they got some pressure down. Yeah, this would have been too dangerous. TSV just gonna be pulling down Sulong, making sure that he's safe here. If you're TSV, you don't have to do too much. Only thing is just scale. So yeah, we're gonna have player ratings as well today, once again. I need to look at these matches as well. How the players are doing. But so far, pretty good on the TSV side. Despite it being a VCS versus VCS match, I wouldn't expect it to be like super action heavy. Again, if you're TSV, I feel like scaling comps is gonna be your way to go throughout the whole series. Vikings are a weird team. At the start of the year, they looked pretty good, maybe like the second best team, but ever since then they're struggling kinda. They're maybe like a top 5, top 4, depending on like how good PSG is, or was that one game just a fluke? And depending on that, Vikings probably like the 4th, 5th best team. And if TSV is not stomping them, I'm gonna be scared what's happening this Sunday. I would love to see TSV at Worlds. Have a Takis dances on the stage, big stage. Okay, Pando gonna get ganked here. On the turret, it should be a kill for Goody, and he is gonna be getting that one. Now the question is, what can TSV get in return? That is a pretty good kill, giving it to Oriana. And even Shogun was able to actually catch up a little bit in gold. I don't even know how, probably like plates or something. Yeah, even though the scores are equalized, TS is gonna be picking up their second dragon now. There might even be a fight here. Vikings trying to close up on TSV. There's gonna be even a TP coming in. But yeah, with Pon here, Vikings did not contest this. 2 dragons now for TSV, and they're gonna get a cloud. Well, that is not the best. That is not the best. Not much is happening here. But I think the longer the game goes, TSV is gonna be stronger and stronger. And there is not much that the Viking is doing for that for now. Like TSV just stacking the dragons. Seems like they might be able to get the Herald as well. And if they do so, they're gonna get the turret eventually. But Pon needs to flash away now. He's probably dead here. However, he's just coming in. Never mind. This is all just a bait. Okay, Pon is dead. What about the others? Oh no, TSV is trolling. TSV is trolling hard. Jumping into the shockwave. And they're gonna get cleaned up here. Oh my god, TSV is trolling so hard. Oh my god. It's not looking great for TSV. Not even just in this match alone, but like if they make mistakes like that, then we can be sure GAM is gonna be the last team qualifying to Worlds. Is it really gonna be the big three? CFO, PSG, and GAM. It's not technically super over. Like the Zeri is still scaling, so they have that part, but my goodness, what was this fight? Pan was like super forward. I have no idea why Pan went in this hard. I guess they wanted to keep Guri away from the pit, but like Pan was like out of the fight before it even started, and then messy shockwave from Kari. That shockwave just turned the game around for them. That is crazy. This went as bad as it could be for TSV. I have no idea what they were thinking there, lining these up. And of course, as you can see from the damage as well, the Oriana is kind of getting ahead. At least TSV might be getting the tier, what is that? The tier 2 boots, the feet. There you go, feet goes to TSV. I should prefer it to be a 2-0. I think BO5 experience to be better. Yeah, I mean, I guess there is that aspect. If TSV is not stomping this match, my only worry is that GAM is much better. Like, GAM is much better than Vikings right now. And Vikings, like, they have a pretty bad draft here, I think. They looked shaky for like the past 2 seasons. So if TSV is struggling against them, even though GAM is... I don't think GAM has like super high highs. But GAM is a way more stable team than Vikings. So if TSV is not really logged in right now, I think GAM would be able to beat them. But yeah, it's hard to tell. It's all gonna be up who's doing better on the day. Or maybe the TSV choke is already here. We enter the BO5s and the TSV choke is there once again. I have no idea how is GAM doing this, but like GAM is just having the resurrection right now. They were looking pretty bad throughout last year. Like, no, sorry, last season, split 2. GAM were looking really bad, and then just somehow, suddenly in the playoffs, they were like, okay, we can play now. They're kind of a BO5 monsters. And that's why I guess experience-wise, sure, but I think TSV should be winning this game harder. For Atakan. Our beloved Atakan is here. Gonna be spawning on the top side. And we have seen so many Atakan throws. Not even just an LCP. That is now global. NA had so many as well. At least TSV Vikings is gonna be stopping the dragon stacking a little. Surely that doesn't mean that TSV would be starting Atakan, right? They're just gonna be cleaning the waves for now. I mean, it's just a cloud. Even if TSV is not getting a cloud early, it doesn't really matter. TSV's priority should just be to get the Zeri fed right now. And I mean, that is like kind of working out. They're gonna get another turret here too. They stick around for longer. Would he still go for a fight here? I mean, it's not looking too bad. Oh, Guri getting caught out. If either jungle dies, then they're just an easy attack for the enemy. But they're just being patient. They're being very careful. There might be extra nerves in this game again because the loser has to play in the promotion tournament. And even though I think both of these teams could beat Dino Saigon, I would be really surprised if Dino Saigon is qualifying for the LCP. But even then, you never know. You really want to just lock in your place next year here. Discovering PHs and still thought game choke themselves. I believe game won't be from pulling TSW against PHG. Yeah, PHG just kind of find their synergy. I mean, they legit played well. They obviously had synergy issues. Like both Karsten and Maple were just not playing together. But against Gambit, it seemed like that PHG finally found their way how to play together with those two guys. The jungle mid synergy was much better. I mean, obviously CFO I think would 3-0 them, but yeah. And then about next week, I have no idea like how PHG would do against whoever qualifies to Worlds. But to be fair, it doesn't even really matter. They're already gonna be at Worlds. It's only gonna be about seeding. And I mean, if CFO is not winning this split, I would be shocked. As for this game though, Vikings gonna be taking their second turret now. They're still gonna be in the lead ever since that one fight that TSW kind of screwed up. They're still gonna be in the lead. But I feel like this is just always dangerous. An enemy has Zeri, and you yourself don't really have any scaling. It's always gonna be dangerous. And the game is not advancing super fast. It's quite a slow game here, so TSV, they might be behind in gold, but I feel like that they're still pretty happy as long as they're not making any more mistakes. The Atakan, wait, Guri? I don't think this is a good idea, Guri. We have seen so many Atakan throws. I don't think this is a good idea. Unless TSV is not... Wait, TSV? They don't even know? Wait, what? TSV? What are they doing? Not even checking out the gun? Alistar was cleaning the board. What? How? Oh my god, yeah. Gam watching this match, I think they're pretty happy for their chances. They're pretty happy, I think. TSW just gave away the Atakan like it's nothing. What? I mean, Alistar was clearing the ward in the tribus. I think TSW didn't even think that Vikings would go for the Atakan. That was a risky play, but I mean, it's working out really well so far for the Vikings. That was pretty impressive there, but Zerion's 3 items. Have to remind everyone, this is where things get a bit harder for Vikings. Zeri on 3 items now. And this is the fight, Histo going in. Zeri only arriving now, popping in, jumping in, gets one, and gets the second one possibly soon. Gets the second one, gets... Okay, is the Penta? Wait, is there actually a Penta? There is no chance. Oh my god, wait. Okay, it's not gonna be a... At least it's not gonna... Okay, it's not a Penta. It's not a Penta. Yep, Zeri gets this 3 item, and Vikings are out of time already. That's crazy, that champion. That's why I was... When I saw the draw... Oh, jeez. Okay, they're kind of trolling, but the Zeri is absolutely alive now. When I've seen this draft, that was my main issue. I was like, Vikings? You have to be extremely aggressive, shut down the Zeri early. Like, your time window is not super large. And they didn't do too much. They were getting some lead here and there, but it didn't do much. Zeri gets this 3 item, immediately gets the triple. Yep. Yep, that might just be GG here. That might just be GG. Why didn't he still go? Who is to just turn back here? That's a bit of a troll, but I mean, this whatever. The main character here is the Zeri. Oh my god, look at the gold graph. That is the moment that Zeri got the 3 items. The 3 items that really just... That is a bit of a menace. And even now building towards anti-tank, already having the Lost Whisper. Yeah, this, I mean, might just be over. They don't really have much of a gold lead, but their comp scales so much better. The Cassandra is also gonna be just incredibly tanky as the game goes on. Meanwhile, I mean, TSW even got their soul point as well, so in just a little short as 3.5 minutes, there's potentially a soul for them. They're just a cloud, so not the scariest of the souls, but that's gonna be enable them to later on pick up the Elder as well. So TS3 in the driver's seat. They just, ever since the 3 items there, just started to dominate. And I don't think who could even really scale on the Vikings team. Orianna is super strong, but I mean, maybe if Orianna catches the Zeri, there's a chance. But still, it feels a bit dire. No pun intended. Nope, that's a double pun. I think I made this joke before, but this feels so natural. Even if TSC makes mistakes, I feel like there's just no way they come back. Even if TSC makes mistakes, they're just scaling super hard. Vikings would need to start every single fight by just shutting down the Zeri. If every single fight Vikings shut down the Zeri, then maybe they have a chance, but this just feels like already the scaling has started and Vikings just does not really have a reply to that. Okay, if Guri dies here, that's just the Baron. But he's gonna be able to escape that. %? Yeah, I would say 80% is this correct? Like, if Eddie makes massive mistakes here, again, I mean, never say never until the next explodes. But there's already 4 items on the Zeri. That is just insane. I mean, yeah, if Lee Sin maybe... I mean, I don't even know about that. If there is like Kratos going for the flank, stunning the Zeri, into Guri ultimate, Kati ultimate, maybe. But it's like, even one fight is not really gonna be changing that. They need way more than that. Vikings have the gold lead, but again, like their champions are gonna feel weaker and weaker now. Unironically, the way Vikings could maybe win this game is giving away the next dragon. And in 5 minutes, if the game is not over, try to steal away the Elder. I could see maybe that happening, but it is not looking great. Okay, Dire, getting caught out here. Probably gonna be dying here, but okay. Shockwave already used. Shockwave already used. And Zeri is only arriving now. Yeah. I mean, they had to use the Shockwave, try to find a pick. But with Zeri arriving, Vikings are just running away. They're not gonna be the healthiest on the health bars. They're probably just gonna give away the dragon. It's not that important for them now. in terms of scaling the Zeri is the main character. She wasn't even part of that fight for the most part. The moment Zeri joined, Vikings just immediately left. I mean, that is the only way they can look for any picks. Maybe we'll see a Baron throw. You can never count that one out. But unless Vikings just stealing it away and somehow winning like 2 more miraculous fights. Unless that happens, I still have no idea how they could win. Like, who would deal the damage? Orianna alone? Orianna is more like a burst champion. I don't think she would be really able to like push out like consistent damage in team fights. Okay, there's another fight breaking out. TSW, they're not in a hurry. They know they're much stronger. If Vikings want to fight, they would go in, but it's not worth to really risk anything here. Everyone is dancing around the Baron. If one of the junglers go down, then it's just a Baron call immediately. But TSW has pretty good push power, so they're gonna stick here. It is gonna be kind of a dance because Zeri just wanna clear the waves now. But also Sivir can just make sure it's not pushing too hard into their direction. Zeri very close to full build as well. That is gonna be a pretty hard champion to deal with. I don't know how much gold he has in the pocket now, but again, that's gonna be pretty close to full build now. Pawn getting even more tanky now. And is it TSW's better now? I feel like they could start it if they want to. They wanna be a little bit safer, sure. Look, Uguri. If you would have gotten Koden out there, that would have been it. Both of those teams just trying to form, trying to find an opportunity for the other two to make a mistake. They're really fishing. I feel like they can go on Guri now. Pawn going in. Pawn is extremely tanky now with 3 items. However, he's gonna be a distraction. He's gonna be a distraction. My Orianna is dead. And with Orianna dead, there's just no damage on the TSW side. Oh, sorry, on the Viking side, obviously. TSW is playing, I think, like a bit too scared here. Like, the gold lead is about equal, but TSW should be much stronger at this point. The fact that Zeri is so strong. I don't know why they're playing this scared. Like, I understand this match is about still staying alive, having a chance for Worlds, and also the loser would be at the promotion tournament, so I understand the hesitation, but TSW could be so much more aggressive, I think. They have all the tools now. Did Zeri get the full build now? Yeah, Zeri full build, GA as well. Please, please TSW, you have to be so much more aggressive. Give us the T. They should have the better opening to the dragon as well. What could be they just like trying to trade it away? They're daring Vikings to pick up the dragon while they're hovering around the Baron. I mean, a trade would be absolutely fine for them. Taki looking for someone. Another is there coming and engage. Double charm as well. And with Zeri here, she's not gonna be the first one who takes the kill, but yep, look at this. The damage difference is just incredible. Guri gonna be surviving. Doesn't even pop the GA, but they're just gonna be everything the TSW's way. I don't understand why TSW is fighting so scared. Like, they are incredibly strong right now. Okay, Guri is trying to take down the dragon, but yeah, TSW can afford just splitting their attention. Delegation is taking the Baron off. As now, I mean, Guri has the smite, should be taking this dragon. And it's gotta be him. But the much bigger objective, the Baron, that's gonna be going to TSV. Hopefully there's a little extra power, and the Baron power minions is gonna be prompting them to be more aggressive, because they're only going for like the 90% short fights. They're playing extremely safe, even though like Eddie is insanely strong. And yeah, like absolute full build Zeri. How are you even gonna be dealing with her? The GAs were still not popped for either team. But yeah, there are 2 GAs actually on TSV. So I have no idea how they're gonna be going down, how they would be losing a fight. TSV just wanna make sure that they also have the gold lead. Even though at equal goals they should be already stronger, but they're just picking up all the free gold that's still left on the map. And it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Even though they threw the fight earlier on, that was not the nicest. But TSV, with their comp, they just calmed down a little. They knew that no matter what happens, they gotta be in the driver's seat. Fun, getting some damage, but that's a pretty tanky Cassante. There is no way you're gonna be killing him. TSV, they just wanna pick up all the gold as possible. Okay, he's still looking for something here. Oh, Shockwave missing. That is like the only tool I think that can take down the Zeri. I'd rather just pop the G at least. But with the Shockwave missing, Vikings are kinda out of tools. Their wave clear is still gonna be fine with the Severe. So at least because of that, TSV is not that easy to go under the threat, but here coming in now. Look at the damage. Look at the damage difference. They're killing so many members, and it's 39, but this was a pretty long game. 40 minutes into the game. I feel like this is the end. TSV, they waited it out. Didn't overextend much. They just had to be waiting. However, somewhat clean game, I would say. Despite a few hiccups. This is still pretty clean game. I would love to see a little more aggressive TSV though. But for this, okay, Eddie still has the GA. But that's not even gonna be popped. I still wanna see a more aggressive TSV because I'm not 100% convinced. But this was a pretty clean game from them overall. If they wanna beat Gam, if they wanna go up against Gam on an equal footing, they have to just play like this. Just lock in. A little bit more aggression, but you have to lock in. Yeah, Eddie was a little too OP, is what I would say. Just a little too OP there. I think Vikings could still win one game. If Stahl gets his Senna, then I might be predicting them. But for now, TSW looking strong, starting this day pretty strong. And I don't really think there would be more than 3 games, but okay. My official predictions were 3-1 TSW, so maybe there is one. I didn't believe in TSW enough to give them this 3-0, but I mean this is clean. This is very clean. This was like the only moment when I was like, what on earth? Oh, sorry, not this one, next fight. It didn't start well for the Vikings. But the fight after, the big fight after in the Herald, that was when I was like, okay, maybe Vikings, if they play hyper aggressive, then there's a chance, but it didn't really work out that this fight here. This fight here, the Orion almost saved the game. But it just, there was no way that Vikings is gonna be outscaling TSW. So yeah, GG's. You know what time it is? While we are waiting for the next game to happen, it is gonna be load all time. Why is it not? While we're waiting for the next game, it is Lodal. SS3 as everyone said. I think my official predictions were 3-1. So I was like giving them a benefit of the doubt. I was like maybe even though it's looking very dominating, maybe there's a chance TSW takes Vikings takes a game. I think the 3-1 is possible. But yeah, I mean TSW for if they wanna beat GAM, they wanna have a clean 3-0 today. Oh, a lot of hits. Support mana range. Older champion, but not a cat. Support mana and range. There are not that many range supports. It's older, but not that many. Maybe Thresh. Is Thresh ranged? He is technically ranged, right? Yeah. Wait, release champion? Even older than 2013. Even older than that. Who even is there? I mean, back in the days, most supports were melee. Who is it then? Who were the supports? I'm the range part is what I don't know. I play a lot of range supports, but they're either newer or like Sona, Sarah, or those. Did we have released range supports? I have no idea. I'm trying to think of like who could it be, but all the supports they're playing these days are older ones. Recon, Pike, all of those are pretty old at this point. Who could it be? Okay, I'm trying to think of like older ones. It's just a support, it's not even like a flex role. Just a support with range. I mean, there's just so few range supports. So this guy was in the game when I was already. Yeah, but Soraka not the male. I mean, that's the thing, like, most of the range supports are like Soraka, Sona, Seraphine, I know them. But like, I just cannot. Blitzcrank is this melee. Who else is left? I mean, come on, I play support. But I just cannot recall any champion like that. I don't know. Which champions are in the game even? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat a little. I'm gonna cheat here. I genuinely have no idea who could it be. And Heimer is a mid laner as well. If this was also a mid laner, then it would be like orange. So just the support, nothing else. Oh, Tom Kench is not. I remember Tom Kench release. That was definitely before, like that was definitely after 2013. What? Who is left? I have no idea. Is it like one of those cases that like this champ is more known for like other role? Honestly, the melee part is what's kind of like bothering me. Wait. That is the okay Zillion. I could have never guessed it. Zillion is more like, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess support originally. But there were just so many mid lane Zillions that I'm like, I'm kind of associating him with mid lane this time. Yeah, sure, whatever. Colt. A rolling that's Galio, right? A rolling golem. Ramus. Rolling golem gathers no rust. Who's Noodle? Who's rolling? Who's the golem? Galio is the only golem. No? Oh, Moffat is also, but like he's not rolling. Rolling? Who's rolling? What? Rolling golem gathers no rust. What is? Who's rolling? There's not many rolling stuff in League. Roll. And who's the goal? Talia, but I'm thinking about rocks. I'm thinking like rock champions. Tariq collects rocks, I guess. Not that, whatever. What is the voice?
A rolling golem gathers no rust.
Easy, that's Blitzcrank. Okay, that was a helpful. I've already Blitzcrank. Rolling. I guess he's round. Sure, right? Sure, whatever. Ability. What the hell is? It's like a pop, like electro something. Electrifying sway maybe. I mean, that's not electro, but like. I don't know, Swain. I have zero idea what his ability is. I'm really good with the emojis. I'm really good in this one. Bacteria. That has to be singed. Tooth? Wait, what? Bacteria tooth? Warwick, maybe? What? What the? I have no idea. Heimer? I mean, why would Heimer be? Costvit. What? Why is Cassiopeia tooth? Because the snake. Because the snake. One the rock because the ultimate. Yeah. Okay, sure. Skin. Is it a wolf? Is it Kindred? I feel like this is Seraphim skin though. No? Zoe. Oh, this is Zoe's skin. Wait, what? Are we in draft yet? I'm not in draft. Wolf? Who has a pet wolf? Who has a pet wolf? No, I'm just not very bad. Ori, who has like this like magical? This like one of those like evil magical girl skin, no? It's not. Wouldn't like an orb, Oriana? Oh, we already guessed Oriana. Wouldn't like an orb thingy? Syndra maybe? Oh, not Syndra. What? Today's Lodol is so hard. What the hell? Who else has an orb? Like, is it like Camille or? It seems like a little robotic there. Ori? Oh, true. I've never seen this skin in my life. I mean, Ori has like 5 million skins. Oh, the tails. I didn't notice the tails. I didn't notice the tails. Ori has like 5 million skins. I couldn't have guessed it. I couldn't have. That's impossible. Okay, chat. Let's get into draft. If I'm Sophem, I'm like, guys, be more aggressive. Might be time to bring out the Zyro jungle for Goody. He was pretty good on that. Might be time to bring out the Zyro jungle. Oh, style. Okay, this is style in here. Immediate Senna ban. That's already a good one for TSW. Style gonna be subbing in the resident Senna player, but I'll be also Zyro banned as well. So far, good bans from TSW. When you see style on the enemy, just ban the Senna. That's very good so far. TSW now. There's a lot of good openings. Maybe Pantheon. Actually, Pantheon Talia still a possibility. Could be like picking Talia first. They could go for the Pantheon Talia. The Rise though. Alright. Picking up once again, some scaling. Oh, they're gonna go for the Vi Talia. I don't like the Vi much. Especially because Vikings were not that aggressive in the first game. Vikings are not that aggressive in the first game. And when you're playing a Vi, you kind of wanna be. But like Vi is also pretty easy. It's just a stun bot. One button, you go in. That might be what they need to be a little more aggressive here. As for TSW, I mean, Pantheon is still up, or like Xinjiao. Even the Jarvan, I guess. But the Trundle. Making sure Vikings cannot really pick tanks anymore. Trundle is not as popular these days, but he's still a pretty good jungler. And also just making sure that the enemy cannot really pick like a super tanky top laner. If I'm TSV, I might be just slamming down the Ornn. Just go scaling. But I mean, Kai'Sa is also gonna be scaling pretty well. TSV once again deciding, let's scale. Let's scale here. Working game 1. Vi change up for game 2. And if I'm Vikings, do I wanna match the scaling? Do I wanna go for smoother out scaling the Kai'Sa? Corki also scales, but I mean that is a pretty boring choice. Okay, but there's at least a bit of a scaling on both ADCs. Support still up in the air, top laners still up in the air. We don't know either side here. Ornn is banned. I mean, I did say they should be slamming the Ornn for even more late game, but It feels like Vikings were thinking about the quote on my thoughts as well. They were expecting that to happen. If I'm TSW, what am I banning here? Maybe a Nautilus. Yeah, no picks there. I feel like the Yorick might be dangerous here as well. Yorick has not really been picked these days. And it's only game 2. Like, there are still many top laners. But with the Renekton already out, also the Sion is a good ban as well. Really just making sure there is no scaling possible. But I feel like the Yorick is not that bad here for TSV, even though Yorick is like not a popular champion these days. I mean, the Renekton is already out. One of the big usual counters to that is already not available. But the Rumble is still available, by the way. Wait, Vikings should just slam the Rumble. But Rumble is Omega here for Vikings. The Gwen is also already banned. This is just a Rumble angle, I feel like. If they are not picking the Rumble, then TSC would 100% pick it up. Vikings would have insane... Yeah, that's just a Rumble. Vikings are having pretty good like lineups. If there's a small corridor, they can just stand in the Divide to stun, put up the Volt, like, you know, like trap down TSV. And then both the Corki and the Rumble can just do insane AoE damage. I mean, this is not too bad from Vikings, but they need to be way more aggressive than how they were in game 1. I saw TSV the Poppy! Okay, a bit of a counter to the Vi. There's a counter there already. I mean, even the Corki to a degree, but it's more like to the Vi. And now there is only a top laner left. Aatrox still available if they want that. Again, the Yorick is not too bad here. I'm not sure they would be playing, but I feel like that still could be a possibility. But the Galio! Okay. A lot of engage. And the two last picks, TSV picked a lot of engage here as well. I mean, that's like a pretty good comp that they are having. If Vikings is not playing more aggressive, then I don't know. I feel like Vikings are... The only reason I just cannot by good heart predict Vikings here is because they were so passive in game 1. If they're as passive as in game 1, that they're probably gonna be losing. But I like the Vikings comp. I really like it. If they're just slamming it from the start, just try to win, starting the early game. I do feel like that they have a pretty good chance here. If they win a game, it might be this one. If they win, it might be in game 2. So we'll see. Prediction time. Sing the draft. Where to do? Alright, thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. Live for the finals in world. Yeah, finals. I don't know if I'm gonna have another stuff to do. I will try to find a way how I could stream it, but it might be a little scuffed. But I will try. Prediction time. Just looking at the comps, I would predict Vikings, but I feel like it's gonna be dependent on like the first 20 minutes. It really depends on the first 20 minutes, because if they're gonna be passive for the first 20 minutes, I think TSU is gonna be having a little bit of a better chance there. If TSU survives the early game, if the Vi is not not helping out any lane too much, then I can completely see this Kai'Sa just being a menace. But if I'm Guri, if I play the Vi here, my job is shut down the Kai'Sa, make sure like the team fights are well calculated, because the Galio can just change a team fight very easily. Make sure to just make sure to not rush the team fights, but be aggressive. With the Vi, you have to be a lot more aggressive than how you were game 1. If you do that, I think TSW might be losing this. But yeah, that's a long way ahead, and still long jumping in. Gonna be missing the Q. That's already not a good start. That is already not a good start. Oh boy. At least they're trying to be aggressive, you know? I mean, at least they're trying to be aggressive. I have to give it to them. We're gonna see a replay of that as well. Even if it was hitting, there was nothing they could do. I mean, there's the Poppy on the enemy. I don't understand why would you flash for that. Like, even if you hit the Q, the Poppy would immediately just stun down style. I don't really get what was the idea behind that, but Guri getting, oh, there's another flash getting caught out here, flash to flash. And Trundle gonna be getting the red, with Pawn arriving too. Oh, first blood. Oh, is it the double? Fuck, is it pretty low here? What's happening on the bot side? Chat, this feels like another GG. This feels like another GG here. Early game is already not going well for Vikings. And feeding the Kai'Sa. Again, feeding the scaling ADC is crazy. So what has happened? Taki still has flash at this point. Oh yeah, there you go. That was a pretty long range stun. Okay, Taki is popping off here on the Poppy so far. No pun intended. That was a long stun. And because the Braum didn't have flash anymore, there was no way out for him. But I thought Taki is so far doing pretty well. I mean, even his Recon was pretty good. TSW's bot side is definitely having a high ranking for me. Like, I'm thinking about a high ranking already for them. Oh, we have the Corky Bog. We have the Corky Bog. I hate this. Do you guys hear it? There's a Corky Bog in Spectator. That, like, you can hear the rockets all the time. This is one of the most annoying bugs. It's only in Spectator, but like you can like perma hear the rocket, like the little look, just like listen. Not now. I'm gonna show you guys next time we are on the bot side. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but I can like crystal clear hear it. It's not pleasant. I'm gonna be dying. I'm gonna be dying this stream. This is the most annoying bug. It's not in the game, it's just a Spectator, but like, I swear this Spectator bug has been in the game for like, I don't even know, like a year now or something. This Spectator bug has been in the game for like a year. I mean, it was even before that, then they fixed it. And it came back like a year ago, and ever since then, it just always has been in it. It's insane. Riot, fix this. Fix this, Riot, please. Those are sometimes happening with Zonias, but that's like, I think they fixed that one. Nonetheless, let's talk about the game as well. After my crash out. Goody. First dragon. Pretty fast as well. Seems like that he's gonna be trying to stack up the dragon now. Focusing on the dragons. It's already pretty good for the Vikings. It felt like that last time around it was... they really didn't care much about the dragons. And even though they were able to pick up Steel 3 later on, I mean, that was like so late. They could not really use that for anything. Meanwhile, swap happening. And yeah, there's just gonna be pretty fat Kai'Sa here. Eri, once again, just need to be careful. But as long as the game goes late, this is gonna be winning. Corki is still pretty good in scaling, but I don't know. I feel like the Kai'Sa is just still a little bit better. Not like on Smolder or Senna level, but it does feel like the Kai'Sa is still having the upper hand in that. I'm a bit scared for TSW. I mean, I kind of want to see like a more aggressive comp from TSW next game. But maybe they're gonna be aggressive with this one as well. Who knows? I mean, we'll see how much the Galio is gonna be helping out to be aggressive. But nonetheless, he's still gonna be on the grubs. Seems like he might be getting Goldest 3. The Vi is close though. But there are just so many members from TSW. I don't think the Vi would be risking going for this. And with this one, 3 easy grubs for TSW. As they are having a bit of a lead. Can we not watch the Corki, please? Oh, is it over? Oh my god, the bug fixed. Nice. Nice, nice. LCP Twitter posted when Stu Long was flashing and missing the Q on the Braum. Like the level 1. Jesus Christ. LCP Twitter doing Stu Long dirty. At least Vikings have Rumble. That could be a way to win this game. Once again, like in the small corridors, the Talia Hole, the Rumble Ultimate, just Corki himself. Like there's gonna be a lot they can do. There's a lot of damage they can dish out there. This match is far from over. It's, at least like draft wise, it's way closer than game 1, I think. But they have to line this up. Kratos has the chance to carry this game. Has the chance for a carry, but he has to lock in. He has to lock in or TS3. It's gonna be on a match point. Yeah, first items are gonna be coming in soon. As we are nearing the second dragon. But as I said in game 1 as well, don't expect super active games. This is an elimination match. And not only from the playoffs, but whoever loses here has to go to promotion. So, understandable that teams are gonna be a little, maybe less active, less proactive. And that's why I think it's a great idea by TSW to have scaling comps. They're like, probably these teams are gonna be more careful. We are gonna be more careful, so scaling is the way to go. What happened? I got a notification, but it immediately disappeared. What the hell was that? So bot lane is the same as it was. I mean, even top lane. Then it's basically the same. However, as the second dragon spawns, Viking is gonna be on time again. They really wanna stack these dragons, which is a great idea. It's a great idea. Definitely gonna be helping their own scaling a little here. Focusing on objectives this time around. I appreciate that they learned from their mistake in game 1. Especially with the Vi. It's a good idea to get as much early advantage as you can. But with that being said, there is not much action still. The leads are as it was. The cars are getting stronger though. So if there's any fight happening, then the Kai'Sa might start to snowball. However, Pun gonna get caught out here. Because he's probably dead, yeah. Didn't expect Goody. Didn't expect Goody to be around. That was a nice pick, and that was a bit of a mistake from Pun. Once again, a bit of a mistake here from TSW. Just out of position and getting a kill to the Vi. Also happy and style a little here to equalize the bot lane as well. So yeah, nice place there. But now everyone is gonna be on their first item. Leandre is also done on the Rumble, so in the next team fight, TSW definitely has to be careful with which corridor they're gonna be passing. Those small spaces are gonna be the dream for the Rumble. But yeah, not much. Slower game here. Put in a little lo-fi. Lo-fi? It's fidelity. I guess lo-fi. Put in a little lo-fi. Just enjoy the game. The stakes are pretty high. And TSW should be the stronger team. But because of that, they just don't want to make any mistakes here. I'm a bit worried for them. Because it does feel like that they're not really being punished for that either. Like TSW do make some mistakes, but the punishment is not too hard coming out from Vikings for that. So I'm a bit worried that Gam is definitely going to be able to exploit them more. But with that being said, Harold is not here. That might be... Oh, they're gonna be leaving it now? A lot of members coming up from Vikings. Okay, I guess no one is taking Harold. They're being very safe. They're being very, very safe here. And I guess that favors TSW a little. Oh my god, the Trundle damage is kind of funny. But some action might be happening. The Rumble is pretty strong still, but he's still coming in hot. He was the one with the lowest damage, but he's getting up his damage number now that he started ganking. And there are these stackers. Dire with the tier. Stacking it. There's already the Seraphs for Kari. And Dire should be pretty close to that one as well. But the Rod of Ages is also stacking. If you're TSV, just a waiting game. However, another pick. He's still getting caught out. And that's what I'm talking about. So many of these mistakes. They're gonna get the Herald, so that's gonna be pretty worth with the turret they're gonna get, but so many of these mistakes by TSV. They're not super clean. But I guess for now they just need to be cleaner than Vikings, which is probably true. But with the first turret... Oh, sorry. TSV already had the first turret, never mind. TSV already had the first turret, but the first 3 objectives are gonna go to Vikings, who are once again just stacking the dragons. Vikings objective control seems so much better this time around. On time for the dragons. They wanna get the soul as fast as possible. That's what you wanna. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do here. However, engage finally coming from TSV. Goody gonna be pretty low, but not gonna be dying just yet. Toki is gonna be pretty low health, while TSV seems to be running away. They don't want any fight. At this point in the game, that's probably a good idea. Rise doesn't even have setup just yet. It's probably a good idea to not to force these fights, but I mean, in 4 minutes they will need to fight. In 4 minutes, TSV would not have any other chance but to face Vikings. Up until then, though, they're just gonna get as much gold as possible. Eddie is trying to get to his second item. And even the Otacon is spawning soon too. I would be surprised if either team wants to get Otacon. But maybe Vikings is gonna be stealing it away again under the TS's nose. Maybe they're gonna be doing it again. But I think more likely is that not much is gonna be happening until the next dragon. But if TSV is not winning the next dragon fight, that would mean Vikings get the soul and Otacon as well. So I mean, TSV is waiting patiently, but that's a little bit risky here, I think. I think it's a bit risky. Kai'Sa is still not on 2 items either. At least the Rise is gonna be on Seraphs very, very soon. Yeah, I mean, things are still looking fine for both teams. It is gonna be that dragon fight. I think that I'm gonna be deciding this game's fate. Sure, they're gonna be starting Otacon, right? Okay, double warding up just to make sure. Just to make sure, double warding it. I mean, this is not a good Otacon angle, but if either jungler dies, then I could see the other team attempting it. TSV, don't listen to the sirens. Don't not go for Otacon. You know how that would end. We still don't have the feat, by the way. 21 minutes in, we still don't have the feat of warfare. One more kill for either team, and they're gonna be securing the feat for themselves. But yeah, this not really had been a kill-heavy game, so there's still 2 kills for both teams. One of them, though, is gonna get the boots very soon. Just looking for the perfect pick. And meanwhile, there's Guizo. The Rage Blade is done for the Kaisa. I think like the Rage Blade, the Kraken is like two abilities upgraded, or maybe just one. I'm not sure. TSV, what are you doing here? I don't like this. TSV, what are you doing? Otacon being started. Now there is gonna be the cage that I was talking about. And it's gonna be Goody who's getting the Otacon. But the fight after might be even more important. Because the dragon is... Wait. There's a belief Taki like this? Is it... This is an official LCP Otacon throw. We are so back. Otacon throws are so back on the menu. TSC, I have no idea why you started the Otacon, but Otacon throw happened. They lose Taki. They lose the Otacon. They lose Ocean Soul. They lose so much. They're gonna be losing a turret as well. And I think this might be the game that Vikings actually takes away from TSV. They got so much from this sequence. I have zero idea why TSV would wanna go for that. Like, they knew they have the Talia, they knew they have the Rumble still on the enemy. They knew that, but yeah, I don't know. Taki was kind of like a sacrificial lamb here, but very importantly, Viking is now gonna have the Ocean Soul. They're gonna be healing back up from every one of these fights. And since both teams are a little bit passive, the Ocean Soul I think is actually like a pretty good soul to have. He's still gonna be going down to Goody. My goodness, TSV is trolling hard here. Ever since the Otacon fight, it just feels they're broken. They're not looking clean by any means. Again, watching this match is probably pretty happy with either opponent who they're gonna be facing. Now, I mean, there's gonna be an Elder soon. It would be kind of funny if the Elder just stolen away by his stone. But you never know. It's extremely early on in the game. But Vikings always run time for the dragon. And because of that, very likely we're gonna be seeing an Elder Dragon in this game. But can TSU survive until then? Can they scale enough? Or maybe smite enough to steal away the Elder? That is gonna be the big question here. The golden is not too bad, but it's also okay. Vikings gotta be starting the Baron. We've seen the bot turret being taken immediately, starting the Baron, but might have been just a bait. Might have been just a bait. Taki has to retreat, but he's gonna be keeping his life. They almost baited them in. The Vikings is like, I feel feel like they gotta be running out of time eventually. The Rumble might be able to still melt everyone. Like, I think Vikings have a good comp. I would be confident in this one winning, but I need to see more from this team. Many occasions, they were just so shaky that they threw away games. Now they're gonna be restarting the Baron. But this time around in secret. Worked in game 1. Worked in game 1 with Otacon. And are they gonna be sneaking this away as well? TSW once again has no idea. I mean, even if they had, there's the wall put up there. That's just gonna be a free Baron for Vikings. One other question. Poppy jumping in. Style is almost dead. But the damage from the Rumble is pretty insane. Style, instead of dying, gonna be picking up a kill. And they're looking much healthier here. There's the flash into the Galio, and Galio gonna be going out. This is the game. This is the game. We are not gonna be having a 3-0 today. This seems to be the game that Vikings win. Not on the Senna. However, Style subbing in. And it seems like they're gonna be taking this victory home with themselves. The Talia voice have been pretty good in this game, just channeling that with a lot of the times they rumble out. It was not a bad engage, but at that point the Baron was already down. And again, like, the damage coming in from Kratos is pretty insane. I mean, as well as Style. The dead Corki is starting to get pretty fed. Now there's the Terminus. Terminus for Eddie. 3-item Kaisa. I don't think the Terminus would get her to the 3 upgraded abilities, but I'm not sure about that actually. What's more important though is there's now more than a 4,000 if a gold lead for the Vikings. They just should not throw it away, but that's what I mean. This combo, the Talia combo, is so strong here. However, the Rise, is it Faker Rise? Steelong is still alive. As Dyer goes golden for a second, but he's gonna be taken down in the end, and Steelong is still alive. Fighting with the grubs. But it's not gonna be a Doran situation. He's gonna be surviving that. Yeah, the Rumble technology absolutely working out here. And even the Corki is doing fine and fine. And they're just wait, they're just a free Elder for Vikings. I mean, surely TSW is gonna be contesting that, right? I know they have a man disadvantage, but like they 100% should be intervening. Taki jumping in, but it's gonna go to Guri. And I feel like this might just be GG. Vikings might have just done it. We just got the Elder, and even though the game is actually pretty fast, like it's not even 30 minutes in. We're only entering 30 minutes now. Even though it is a pretty fast game. Vikings with their objective control is doing so much better here. I don't think they can finish the game. That's pretty early, or are they gonna go for that? I mean, they are still healthy. Oh, they're gonna be blocking off Taki. Channeling that with the Rumble. And chat, it's safe to say, I'm happy to announce. Oh, should I have not just jinxed them? I'm happy to announce, chat, that we have a series on our hands. We have a series on our hands. 1-1. Vikings not gonna be giving up that easily. In game 2, they're beating TSW. And we are guaranteed at least a game 4 now. That is a well done game by Vikings. I'm happy to see that they actually were so active in the early game. I said if they wanna win this one, just be aggressive in the early game. Hanabi! Wow, OG. That's an OG fan right there. So yeah, Vikings coming out slinging. Kratos on the Rumble was pretty good. Stahl stepped in as well. I mean, it was pretty obvious that his Senna would get banned. Like when you see Stahl, the Senna is always getting banned, but he was pretty fine with the Corki. Siulang did a bit of a few oopses in the lane. There were a few upsies. But TSW got caught out so many times. Happened over and over again. And obviously the TSW Atakan, and of course it was the Atakan. I mean, Atakan was where it all went wrong. And also just like never caring about the Dragons or Vikings or picking them up at like spawn. Who's picking Pike? If there's anyone who's picking Pike, that's gonna be Siulang. If there's any Pike today, that's gonna be from Siulang 100%. But chat. Oops. I will be right back. I'm gonna bring some snacks. And then we're gonna do probably connections. Alright, I'll be right back. I need my snacks.
When times are fast, soon enough we're gonna call it past, yeah. One man's luck makes one man sad, and even eagles need to land. Angry words leaving a scar, but she'll be covered with a smile, so we keep holding on. All my good friends I used to know, and all the hazards on the road, they come and go, 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 come and go, go. Come and go, 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 come and go, go. And all these times are never coming back. But anyway, it wasn't meant to last. They come and go, 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 come and go, go. They come and go, 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 come and go, go.
Alright. Connections. There you go. So, let's see. At least this time around I understand the words. Email, number, address, those are like, you know what I mean? I feel like these are like a number, email, address, name, like what you can see on like a form or something, like, you know, contact info, yeah. Zoom, macro, telephoto, fisheye. Those are types of lenses. Yeah. Okay. Or wait, this is actually pretty good. This is a pretty easy. This is a pretty easy connections. I mean, to be fair, these are the easier ones, but yeah, this is my area of expertise with the camera lenses. That's pretty easy as well. Beat eBay. I mean, bidding on eBay, maybe. What else is there? I don't know, Finlet and Flake. I don't know those. Appeal, petition, bid, call, maybe? I don't know what these would be. But on a petition, you can appeal, you can call, you can call and you can bid on like casinos. Appeal and petition. I'm not sure those are with those two, but let's try this. I have no idea what this word means. Earnest or humble request. Sure. And eBay, I have no idea what this. What is this? Bodies of voter. What the hell is that? Bodies of voter plus starting letter. River, bay, inlet, lake. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, but to be fair, other three were easy, so you can have like a crazy one. That is it. How do you come up? Oh my god. No, that's a crazy category. How what the hell? Whatever. We can do Wordle as well. We can do Wordle. We have some time. We have a pretty big break now. That was a fast game. Vikings ended that one pretty fast. I mean, they had to. The scaling was not the worst, but like there were somewhat I think that there were somewhat outscaled. Or not crane. I'm just gonna go not horse either because there's ease or not there. Horde maybe. Oh, okay, we got some. Whore. It's not whore. Maybe. No either. Something. Ho. Row. Would be like that. I feel like it's just easier if I look at the keyboard. Yes, 3 letters now. It's not too bad. Also, it's not whore. It's like either like row. I think it's starting with an R. I think it's an R start. Or something. Rhyme. Right. Oh, there's more than knee. Could it be? No. I'm gonna just say it like the orders. Okay. I had to do it for the order. There's still nothing dropped though. So it's not an R here. It's an H. Could be like R here or here. What is like that? Bro, I don't think that would be. I think it's more likely that like something R. I don't know if there's more chance for that. Could I make it? Maybe could be like FH actually. It's not. No. I mean, there's like few words like that, but not that much. I think it's gonna be like this. FH, TH, could be TH. THR maybe, actually. Trop could be right. There you go, splendid. My cat arrived as well. Hello, Kurami. Hello, Kurami. My cat arrived as well. Let's get into draft now. We have 2 more games guaranteed. After that, we'll see. We'll see what happens after that. But 2 more games is guaranteed. Okay, draft style is still in, and that means of course, that means the Senna band is coming from TSV. TSV chose red side again. That's wild. TSV just wanna be on red side, it seems like. I don't know what's up with TSV. I don't know what counters they're cooking up here. But I love to be on red side. We'll see how that ends up. Ziggs could have been a bot lane too. Yunara was not banned. Sorry. Yunara was not banned. Ooh. Scaling 80. This is still... I mean, this is still not a Yunara nerf patch, right? Patch. Yunara was nerfed only on 25.18, right? Am I getting this correctly? On Goodies corner. Yes, Yunara was like giga nerfed on the 25.18. But she already got some hot fixes because she was like super weak. She was just totally killed. But with that being said, on this patch, Yunara is still super OP. Saying that first because not surprising. Meanwhile, on TSW side, they're gonna go for some of the default picks. Gwen top, then Pantheon Azir. There is some global presence as well there. But I'm really scared for the Yunara. Especially together with the Skarner. Skarner can start up this Yunara fight so well, plus the Hui. Like they're gonna have like incredible amount of just one-shot potential. If they pick up a champion with the Skarner, the one-shot is gonna be there. Okay. Top laners still up for the Vikings team. But TSV, they need to lock in their ADC support first. A lot of them are banned here. But Zaya, for example, still up. If they wanna go for like a super casual comp. Misfortune though. Alright, Misfortune. I mean, you cannot play the Braum anymore, so Misfortune is definitely an interesting pick here. I'm kind of thinking about what if Viking just play any support here. Sealong could be playing any support. Any support would kind of go hard. What is gonna be the Ral? Never mind, it's gonna be the Ral. It's now just waiting for the top lane pick for Vikings. If they want to go late, then Ornn actually is not too bad here. Also, Ornn would be pretty good against the Misfortune. Just, I mean, Pantheon might be a problem then, but I feel like Ornn is not too bad here for Kratos. But there's gonna be the Aatrox. It's a little more normal pick. And now let's switch the table. Ornn. Oh no, there's already a Gwen. Never mind. Just looking for a support. Is this the Pike angle? Or just like a normal Leona? Who would be a good setup in Misfortune? I just gonna be the Leona. I'm going for those stuns to kind of lead into the Misfortune ultimate. I'm gonna be honest. I like the Vikings comp so much more. I feel like the Vikings comp was cooking hard here. Pantheon is still gonna be strong with the global, but it just feels like to me that this is gonna be a Vikings win. If they play like how they played last game, just get Yunara to the late game. If they do so, then it does feel like that this might just be the last game that we're watching. But we will see. Jail! Cole! Oh my! Oh, the audience is going crazy. Fighting! Audience is going crazy there. So Vikings, here's your chance. I think your comp is better. I do love me some corner setups. I feel like the Yuna is pretty slippery. So unless the Leona is like stopping her, it does feel like that. I mean, I don't really see how Misfortune. Sorry, I don't really see how Misfortune could get like super good angles here. I think it's gonna be pretty hard for her. Maybe like channeling like global ultimate to the Pantheon or something like that. Or maybe if the Ausdir finds a good shuffle, then you can pop the Misfortune ultimate. But obviously, I'm heavily favoring Vikings draft. I also think that the fight is a good choice. And whilst Connor is not really either meta, but hasn't been picked that much. But with that being said, I also kind of like this Connor in this sense. Like you can just set up, like, pick some of its corner and then use the after that the high ultimate. Just point and click. And if a Yuna can just dish out the damage after. So if I'm Vikings, it does feel pretty good here. Our Taki, try and do some damage in the early game. But yeah, it does feel like... I mean, there's a chance there's actually 2-1 for Vikings after this game. Like, I don't know, Vikings just look so much better with the draft. And they were very decisive in the second game. Like, Vikings were a lot more decisive in the second game. So we'll see. But I wouldn't expect like a super huge fights. I mean, even last game the feed was collected at like what, like 20 something minutes. So I wouldn't expect much action per se, but this time around it's gonna be Vikings who are gonna be pretty fine as long as the Yunara is as long as the Yunara is doing well. Vikings though, so far every single first blood went to TSW. Actually, every single first blood went to Eddie. He was able to get all of them. This time around though, no one is getting anything. There's a bit of a brawl arriving to the mid lane, but he's still quickly gonna be switching to take up the Scuttle instead. And yeah, I don't expect much from this laning. Maybe the bot lane once again still... Oh, I was about to say, maybe the bot lane still like makes some mistakes, or if there is any good picks for those champs. The bot lane is the only one where I can see little explosions. It's already gonna be the stun. What is he still? Wait. He's still? Wait a second, he's still hurt? What? There is 2 members coming up. How did he win that? Like, Yudera was coming up. I mean, that's like Guri was setting up the pin to the ball, but like... They should have won. What the hell was happening? They should have won that fight. I think so. Start like this, forcing out the clans from style, and at that point, Connor stayed around, still around. Oh, the flash there. Why did Style stop though? Maybe he was afraid of like getting hit by this corner. Nonetheless, flash out from Cody. But it's gotta be the TSW members sorting problem now. The Vikings, just like in every game, they're gonna be equalizing the kill. First blood goes to TSW and then they're equalizing that. And once again, similar to last game what I praised them for, they're gonna be going for the dragon. Pretty early one once again. But also they're not even just gonna have the dragons for themselves, they have pretty good scaling too. Okay, I'm talking about that when Style is about to die. It looks so weird on the spectator. It looked like it would hit, but probably just like some spectator bug. Nonetheless, Eddie goes super deep in, but that's because Houston is also here. That is the power of the global ultimate. And while they're not really getting much out of this, maybe some plates on the bot side. I'm just missing the fact to like trying to, you know, play the whole map. There's a gang somewhere. Okay, to be fair, like he was jumping here with the ultimate, but it doesn't really feel like either team would be trying to push their lead when they get a small one, or when you see like the enemy on the other side of the map or something. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna get another kill until 10 minutes. I have this feeling. What happened? Happy Video Games Day. What is that on Twitch? Video Games Day. Why? According to Twitch, there is the Video Games Day. And TSW cannot even take the... Okay, I mean they took 2. Oh, that's fine. Didn't want to risk it again. 2 grabs, last one going to Guri. But at least one of the objective feats is gonna be secure for them now. In that sense, they're gonna be equal to. Pretty equal game so far. The only sizable lead is on the Misfortune, which is interesting to see. There is already a pretty big farm difference, but I would assume that also some plates played a part in that. Otherwise, is also having a lead, but that's mostly farm and the 1 kill that he got. Misfortune is getting so ahead. How is it? How? I mean, you are still gotta be scaling, so there is that part, but Misfortune for not doing pretty well. How do you get this much of a lead in just the lane? I mean, Eddie is basically keeping the 10 CS per minute already. Actually gonna be keeping that after this wave. So that's gonna be a lot of money to Eddie. More plates as well. Actually, Eddie might carry this game, despite the fact that play is getting strong and I like Vikings come better. I mean, props to Eddie. Props to Eddie, this guy here Actually, all the 3 games so far, he has been playing really well. I got the first one, the first 2. I do feel like he has been having a good series so far. I'm so stocky. And talking about him, could have using the spellbook to TP down, dealing some damage to the Aatrox, but it's not resulting in any more kills either. The first 2 kills happened when I said we're not gonna be seeing another kill until 10 minutes. That was after the second kill as well, right? So I think my prediction is still correct. Being about since he's still a kill. And I don't think Histo should go. Oh, Histo goes back in. Oh, missing the shuffle. Oh, no. Yeah, that's GG. Oh my god. Histo with... Oh my god. With the flash bringing in... With the flash bringing in the Huaya ultimate. We just scared everyone. And Dio just flashed because of that. To at least go for the shuffle then. Gotta be missing the shuffle too. Oh no. Or TSV really are... Or TSV really are chokers. Is this team really are chokers? Oh, the flash and then others got scared. No. That was such a comically bad fight. Okay, these are the fights that can like break your mental. I cannot even imagine what I'm seeing. TSV has not won a single BO5 this year though, right? Am I right on that? Might be right, let me check. So TSV lost to CFO, that was the BO3, but still lost to CFO. This is TSV's first BO5. And at least for now, they're looking like losing.
Turret plating will fall soon.
No, TSV did not make playoffs in the first split. The first split was not with TSV. Oh, sorry, they meet. Wait, where were they? Oh yeah, that was when they lost to GAM. I forgot about that part. Oh, they lost to GAM. So split one in playoffs. They lost to GAM, even though that was BO3, but they still lost the playoffs. As for split 2, they lost twice. Wait. TSV has not won a single playoff game yet, a playoff series yet. Split 2, they lost to Talon. And then lost to GAM. And now they lost to CFO and now they're looking to lose to Guy. That would be crazy if TSV is not winning a single series this year. Like a playoff series. I just realized TSV has not won a single match in playoffs this year. Oh no! But I love this team. I want to see Taki at Worlds, but like, are they really our chokers? Is this team really our chokers here? This is not looking good for them. Like, that fight was so bad. I'm immediately calling GG after that. I mean, that kind of explains TSV a lot. When things go wrong, they just like completely fall apart. Now. Ah! What was this ultimate? Eddie! What did he out? What happened happened to this team? Is it just mental boom? I mean, I like the Vikings comp more. Like, have no questions about that. Like, I think the Vikings comp is better, and like looking at the draft, they should be winning nonetheless. But like TSW is making it just easier for them. Like, oh my god, the amount of big ultimates that this team is missing is crazy. Let's watch the replay. Oh no. Look at Eddie. I don't know. What was Eddie trying to do there? I have no idea. Walking there up. I guess we have to go for Cody, but like... Why? Like, there were like 3 people on Cody. Why? I'm not too fond of this fight that they just did there. I'm speechless. I am speechless. Vikings seems to be... Oh my god. Cody, can you get a kill? There's a shield. Flashing out. No way. Oh my... Oh. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot. But he finally got the kill. Nonetheless, there's gonna be the Herald pop here. Herald gonna be crushing the turret, but where is it? We're gonna be crushing the turret, but it's not enough to take it down. However, Dragon is up. I really liked how Vikings were super fast to take these dragons, but they're gonna be in a man disadvantage right now. So if they wanna need to find an angle. Connor looking for potential picks. Kratos, we might try to gank them, but it's not gonna be working. At least this dragon is gonna go to TSV. It's not gonna be that fast of a dragon, but Taka is already gonna get caught out here with Yunara, dealing the damage with its Guri with the kill. I mean, Vikings is still stronger. They're still stronger. There are so many errors in this game, though. Okay, they're gonna pick up another one. Pisto. That one also gonna go to Guri. I mean, they really wanna give these kills to Style, but this one is also for Guri. The Battleless Corner. 5-1-3. The Battleless Corner is on the map. Well, this honestly feels like mental boom. Like, they still do stuff well, but like Vikings can just run over TSV. Kind of feels like a good old case of mental boom. So many incredible mistakes in the early game, and they kind of continuing. Like Eddie once again. I'm not sure what he was ulting there. I don't know why the misfortune. I don't understand the misfortune. I don't understand a lot of the TSV speaks. Like, they have a global with the Phantom, which is strong, but like Vikings obviously came here with a better prepared draft. Yeah. That's it. That's the assessment. Vikings can still throw this game away. If Vikings wanna throw this game away, they can with a very simple step that we all know and love called Atakan. With an Atakan throw, this game is still not over. But unless we see that one, I think this is getting to that point. Horizon focus as well. Okay, going on the damage route with the way. We love to see that one. There's a flash from Tire. But you love to see that one. Oh, TSW is gonna be the one with the Atakan. Okay, that's not even a bad idea actually. Last ditch effort. Last ditch effort. Connor is far away. So they can get this Atakan here. It's gonna be taken by Goody. This might be the fight they were looking for. He's already cut this down. Goody is still so far away. Only arriving now. Meanwhile, Sulong is dead as well. Eddie, I'm not sure. Eddie has not hit a single ultimate this game, I think, but they got a few kills. They only lost one. This is still a massively worth fight for TSV. They got Atakan, equalizing the gold, and some kills. Yunara is still gonna be strong though, so that's scary, but not a bad fight. They recognize that Guri was really far away. They just had to make sure not to lose many members before getting the Atakan. And yeah, they did execute on this one pretty well. TSV, I wanna see that. I wanna see some action. Even though, again, like Yunara is gonna be a problem. Ed is actually pretty fat, but I mean, Ed's ultimates were not the greatest. I'm gonna be honest. They seen Guri here for the gank and immediately went to Atakan. That was a really nice goal from them. I have to give props to TSC. Even if they're behind, they know they have a man advantage here. And they could take down Atakan before Guri arrives. The only risky part was the fight afterwards, but they split the I think they split the focus pretty well here. Doki sacrificed himself, but yeah, besides that, it was working pretty well. Dragon has spawned, and both teams are still in the pit, going for a re-round. Yes, we're looking for picks. If Guri is down here, that might be it. Massive shuffle though! Tire! Tire! That's what they've been waiting for. That's what they've been waiting for. TSW turns the tides. They're gonna be losing 2 members themselves, but again, against the Yunara, I'm calling this a victory. They're gonna be taking Chemtech Dragon. This is gonna be their second. That shuffle was beautiful. The shuffle there was beautiful. And now Eddie's gonna be able to get some more gold with that turret if he takes that. It was nice patience. Going in there, immediately suppressed, but they just set up beautiful shuffle. Eddie's ultimate is good here. This is the first good ultimate. That's what I was waiting for. Like when I seen Misfortune picked, I was like, maybe the shuffle could set her up. These are the moments I've been waiting for. There was a replay. Wait, what happened here? Oh wait, Eddie? Bam! Okay, even Stout is down. Oh, this is a trade. I'm still a little bit of a trade in the mid lane. It's 3-item Misfortune. Also, there is a motor reminder against Kratos. The gold hit was never too bad. I just thought Yunara's still gonna be scaling, so that's still not over just yet on that front. Together with the Hui, they can still dish out some pretty nice damage. Can still one-shot people potentially. But this so far was looking pretty nice for TSV. They found a somewhat big victory there, also getting Otacon. And the next objective, I think until Dragon there is not gonna be much fighting. But we'll see. There's a nice shuffle angle. Eddie should be there to clean it up. Or there's a pick. Yeah, I wouldn't expect like a massive fight opportunity until Dragon. I don't think Baron is gonna be up on the table for 3 more minutes, but maybe. I mean, 3 item misfortune, maybe. For now, the misfortune still should be stronger than the Yunara. But with all the recalls, Yunara still sticking around. But next wave, I would assume an IE coming soon. And there it is. IE finally done for Yunara. And this is where things may get a little scary for TSV. May get a little scary because if there's a good ultimate from the corner, the Yunara can absolutely cause damage. So that part is a bit scary. They're gonna be going for some more turrets, just picking up all the gold they can before the dragon fight. That would be for the soul point, whoever picks it up. I don't think the Baron is really gonna be questioned, but we'll see. There's always some fighting happening. Kratos pops the ultimate. Wait a second. Oh, they cannot catch up. They cannot catch up with the others. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be much happening onto the Drake. Yeah, just get the vision. Just to make sure. But yeah, the dragon is coming up. Wait, oh, if Guri dies here. If Guri dies here, then just the Baron Kobe. And we're surviving for now. And yeah, TSV is not really keen on fighting either. They're not super ahead. Only the misfortune and the grannies. They're not super keen on that. But the dragon is spawning very, very soon. Vikings want to have the better position there. They're waiting. They're gonna clean up the vision. And now the dragon is spawning. The question: would there be a trade? Would either team be fine with sacrificing the soul point for the Baron? But I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, that might be a pose. That might be a pose. That looks so weird on the spectator. The Gwen was caught up there. The shuffle not really hitting anyone. And there's one kill though. Yunara is dead. However, Vikings are still looking pretty strong here. Unless... I guess I was underrating the damage from the Azir. No post from the TSV side? I mean, might have been a spectator bug, I don't know. But it seems like... It really seemed like Hero was... Also, by the way, Hero coming back. I haven't even noticed that until now. It kind of looked like that Hero was stuck there a little. But I guess no pose. And TSV gonna be picking up their soul point here. 3 Camtech. Actually, the 3 Camtechs in itself is gonna be pretty strong as well, but gonna be in the soul point. So what happened here? Was it like the Rel ultimate or? I don't even. I thought that would be a pose. But I mean, they won the fight off. Eddie's ultimate once again, not hit anyone, but thought that, I mean, they won the fight, kinda. But losing, I mean, they could have prevented losing the Gwen, I think. I don't know. ADCs are gonna be pretty similar, but if Eddie dies here, oh no. This is a pretty bad game from Eddie, not gonna lie. Dire at least is taking some pressure on the bot side. Vikings gonna be starting off the Baron. Vikings starting off the Baron, but yeah, Dire is gonna be coming here now. Coming with the TP. We don't have Eddie. But there's an ultimate from coming in from his though. And there's already one kill for Style. However, he's dead. And as we've seen beforehand, Ezreal was strong, but he's also down. Hero on the side fighting. I don't know who's winning this, but it seems like Vikings doing a bit better, but Gwen is immune. I don't think they can take the Baron, but TSW just barely, but once again scratching out the victory. Well, they're gonna be doing the Baron. I guess they have a smite. Okay, this is a massive victory for TSW then. Even without Eddie. Like, Eddie died to start this off. But they got a turret bot side, they got another turret top side with the minions. Gonna get the Baron as well, they took more people in the end. Yeah, this is a pretty massive victory for TSW. This fight did not look good for them. They lost their carries pretty early on, but I guess the Gwen is just super strong. I guess the Gwen is just really insane. Woody went down so fast here. It was a 3-4-3 in the end, but obviously like TSW got so much out of the fight. Yeah, they were in the lead a bit. But now this is gonna be the largest goal lead in the game now. And it's not over. With the Baron, they can push these waves in pretty fast. And the Baron is even gonna be up for the next dragon. So the Camtech Soul is basically guaranteed for them. If they can set up the lanes well. Yeah, but they're probably gonna be taking top as well. So many turrets they got in like this last minute. So many turrets they got. It's taken a while, but they do have time. 1 minute until the dragon spawns. Are they gonna retreat now? Maybe they wanna set up for dragon. Pick up some items before that. It seems like the siege on the top side is successfully prevented, but now the dragon. I'm not sure if Vikings can really contest this. There is gonna be now 4 items for Eddie. Hero picked up the Rabadons. All the items coming in. This is a massive power spike for TSW. And Vikings is gonna be on time for the dragon, but if they screw up here at this point, one bad fight and TSW can just end the game. Okay. And Kratos getting caught out here already. Well, this is the one bad fight. This is the one bad fight. Vikings already gonna be playing on a man disadvantage. They're gonna be leaving this dragon. If they lose more members, they're just the end of the game, and it still might be It still might be if TSW is low health. Remember, that's a Campex, so which is not the best soul, but nonetheless, there's still gonna be a lot of damages. Even if Van dies, the ultimate is gonna be pretty good from Eddie. They're killing everyone. And that seems like a victory for TSW now. A pretty chaotic game. A lot closer than I thought. And honestly, I'm surprised that the Yunara is not popping off more than that. But yeah, props to TSW. Dyer had some pretty nice shuffles. Hero was a menace. And it seems like TSW gonna be on match point now. They wanna keep the playoffs dreams alive, the Burrows dreams alive. And if they win the next game, they're gonna be securing their position as well in the LCP and sending Vikings to the relegation. Which, I mean, they're still gonna be like favored there, but nonetheless, TSW keeping their Burrows dreams alive. 2-1 in a very chaotic game. When I thought that they would have a mental boom, like especially the start of this game was really bad. I'm not gonna lie, it was really bad. However, still towards the end, they were able to catch up, and it was a pretty nice game in the end. Pretty nice from them. And Vikings. What else left in the bag? What else can they do here? This is not a good game from TSC. And the fact that they won is not a good sign for Vikings fans. Not a good sign. Okay, word roll time. Word roll time. We saw last game. But is it Vietnam? Vietnam is or is it Laos? Oh my god, what's Cambodia maybe? Somewhere there. Oh wait. What is it? What else is there? Oh my god, I'm choking. Vietnam is very next to Vietnam. There's Laos, but below Laos, next to Vietnam. I'm choking hard. Not the Philippines, right? Because the Philippines have all the islands, yeah. I'm choking. Oh my god, what is it? Oh, what else? Oh my god, I should know this. What is below Laos? Thailand, is it Thailand? Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I knew it. I almost choked it. Man, it is so hard to guess country just from the looks. Because like I look at him and I'm like, I know it's like in Southeast Asia somewhere. And I know Vietnam is way longer than that. But yeah. So Laos is definitely next to that. And the Philippines too. Wait, no? Vietnam is not next to Thailand, right? It's just like there's a country, yeah. What else is there? Singapore, maybe? Okay, I'm not gonna guess all of those. I'm not gonna guess them. Oh, the country, this is like two parts. Isn't it the Philippines? Isn't it the Philippines there? What else could it be? Myanmar, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Actually, yeah.
Black king, black queen, we on the road to equality. Be who it is that you wanna be. Put your
Oh my god, I'm choking.
wait.
Am I out of guesses or what? I have one more. I have one more. One more chance. What are the like island countries? Was it Papua New Guinea or New Guinea? No? Oh, this Cambodia and Malaysia. I was thinking about Malaysia. I choked this one so hard. I was choking this so hard. Okay, whatever. Let's do the last one. What was it? Rules 34? There you go. The last one. Daily challenge. Oh, Husband Hotel has to be Husband Hotel. 100%, yeah. Talia? Oh, it's coming. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? League of Legends is falling off. Final Fantasy or Edge Runners? Oh, Lucy. Has to be Lucy, right? I mean, Final Fantasy, sure, is a game, but like, has to be Lucy. Like, not by much. Not by much. Fate or Overwatch? I mean, Fate has a pretty big fandom, but like Overwatch. Whenever there's an Overwatch, it has to be Overwatch. Okay. Even Orisa. Pokemon? Okay, it's always Pokemon. When there is a Pokemon, always Pokemon. Okay, Fire Emblem. I'm not playing Fire Emblem. No Brawl Stars. I mean, Brawl Stars is more popular than Fire Emblem, right? Oh, so close. Okay, I don't know, VTuber or hell, come on, it has to be Hell of a Boss. All these animated series, like Hell of a Boss and the Husband Hotel always has to be done. High School D. Okay, has to be High School D, of course. Is this even a real question? If it was like Naruto, maybe, but like, is this even a question? Come on. Oh, Chris is like the main character. Kind of like the main character of Steins Gate. Of course it's Christy. Not much though. What? What? How? That's crazy. That's crazy. How? I mean, Splatoon is like popular, but like still. Is it that popular? What is the main mode? Oh, it's like compare. Okay, that's Pokemon with under 1,000. That's crazy. And it has to be Bayonetta. What? Oh, it's a streak. Can we get a 10 streak? I think I can get a 10 streak. I mean, this has to be. I don't know the question. Okay, can we get a 10 streak? Probably Bleach. Bleach is more popular. No, no question. We can get a 10 streak. It's a hard one. It's a really hard one. Sakura is like one of the more popular characters in Naruto. If it's like 5,000, I'm really scooting. Oh, Jesus Christ. Never mind. Yeah, Sakura just gonna be winning out everyone. I think it's gonna be easy. Wait a second. I hope it's not. I'm gonna choose Twilight Sparkle, but I hope it's not. What? Internet? Okay, I'm gonna quit internet. I'm gonna quit internet, I swear. Oh, Legend of Zelda or Rin from Fate. Fate? I don't think it's 3,000. Hard. That's a hard one. Is this? I feel it should be like 2,000. Like Zelda it's pretty low for Zelda, I guess. I don't play Fate. Okay, a little bit more. This is very close though. Splatoon kind of throwed me last time around. Okay. I'm gonna go Splatoon. I'm gonna go Splatoon. Just because it's a Nintendo game. God damn it! We can do one more. I wanna go to 10. 100% Viper. Wait, what? What is Blaze Blue? What's VT? What? That's great. I'm gonna Tristana, but like Pokemon. Okay, close. I don't watch Bleach, but like Bleach is not. I mean, it was like kind of popular, but like not like super popular. Pokemon. Close, very close. Okay, has to be Pokemon. Has to be always Pokemon. Always Pokemon. Brawl Stars or Pokemon? Brawl Stars is pretty popular with the youngsters, but hopefully the youngsters are not reading AO3. Hopefully youngsters are not reading that, so I'm gonna go Pokemon. Well, Orisa was like 1,000 or something, I remember that. Okay. Oh, not even a question, not even a question. Mavuika clears. Wait, only 3,000? Okay, Robin is pretty popular from Star Rail, but Genshin has a like a much bigger AO3 population. Genshin has a much bigger AO3 population, but like Robin is... Everyone hated Mavuika. Everyone hated Mavuika and everyone loved Robin. It's close. I'm gonna go Robin. God damn it. Should have listened to my instincts. I knew Genshin has a... like... There are way more Genshin stuff in AO3 than Star Rail. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Couldn't reach the 10. The daily one was easy though. Shogun is coming back for game 4 here. I mean, Style was in here to maybe get the Senna. But when Style is in, there is no chance that TSW gonna let the Senna through, so... Yeah, understandable on that part. I haven't seen the new Demon Slayer. I was thinking about watching it in cinema, but it's I haven't been really watching Demon Slayer. It was like fun at the start, but it just got kind of boring for me. Haven't been really keeping up with it. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Okay, Nocturne first pick for Vikings. They're going out. Going all out. I'm not sure if I'm liking the Nocturne that much. But like, Goody is like a fan of a Nocturne. Goody is like fine. But TSW gonna go for the Annie here. Now, as for the Annie, I have to mention that Taki could also be playing the Annie support. Yeah, the Nocturne is weird here, but Goody is a good Nocturne, so usually I would say, okay. It seems harder and harder every day for Vikings. He's still coming in with the Kiana. They're going all out. They're going all out. This seems pretty hard for the Nocturne already, not gonna lie. Oh, this seems pretty hard. Who could even be? Syndra? I guess game 4. But there's a Syndra. There's a Syndra here. And even a Sion. I mean, Vikings is having a pretty good late game so far, I think. The Syndra is gonna dish out incredible damage. I feel like TSV has to go some tankier stuff here. Some tankier top laner. They're not locking in ADC. But they're locking in the support, so that means any mid lane. Taki could play the any support, but I mean, that's kind of Siulong was the one who was playing that a lot at the start of the year, but Taki could also be playing that. However, it is gonna be none other than the Nautilus logged in already. I mean, Zeri was already picked, so that cannot be. But I can see like a Smolder here maybe for TSV if they really wanna have some fun. Hell, even for Vikings. Actually, Vikings Smolder might not be that bad here, I'm not gonna lie. Vikings Smolder might go crazy. We'll see. If they really wanna go for like a super high damage comp, they could also have like a Caitlyn or someone. But I feel like they wouldn't pick the Nautilus if that's the case. Maybe Samira actually. Samira for TSV. That would be kind of crazy with the Kiana. Plus there is a Nautilus to hook the champions to you. I actually would love to see Samira here. I just hope it's not an Ezreal. Anything but an Ezreal. Please, be more creative, TSV. Mordekaiser top! Okay. But that is massive. If there's any objectives, then either the Nocturne could be a good pickup for the Mordekaiser or even the Syndra. But they would wanna just like, you know, not dish out damage. The Jean? I don't know. Tom Kench? What are they planning here? Nila? Is it Nila angle for Vikings? What are they planning? Might be a Nila angle for Vikings here, actually. Oh no, there is a Smolder. I should have listened to my original instincts. But there's a Smolder. Smolder. I still think Samira could be fun here for TSV. They were waiting for ADC to be the last pick. The Jinx could be fun as well, actually. The Jinx, and it's just a boring Ezreal. I should have listened to my instincts. I should have listened to my instincts. I knew it. I knew it's gonna be happening. Last 2 picks, of course, the Smolder versus the Ezreal. Of course, the Smolder versus Ezreal. I really don't like the Ezreal here for TSW, if I'm being honest. But to be fair, I think the top side is gonna be super strong for them. So I could still see them winning. TSW just needs to be even more aggressive here. They need to shut down the Smolder. Because if this game goes to like 30 minutes, then both the Smolder and the Syndra is gonna be insanely strong. And Ezreal is not really a champion who can like take them down. That's why I would have like someone like a Samira. Samira could have just jumped onto Smolder's face. I liked it more. The last few picks were pretty bad. But to be fair, I think the Mordekaiser is a really good pick for hero. So I can still see this being a 3-1. I can still see that happening. But yeah, game is on. Game is on. With the Tomkins though, this will be really hard. If the game goes late, this will be really hard to kill the Smolder or even the Syndra. Like whoever gets the Otis Tomkin just will be happy now. So yeah, if that happens, oh, getting goodies flash out already. Going for some level 1s. I mean, good to see that. TSV. Oh, even Kati gonna get some damage there. That's what I wanna see. TSV needs to win early. If TSV win early, then I feel like they're gonna be evoking to the next stage to face Gam. They should be much stronger at that point. Oh, the UI is a little drunk here. Yeah, that is it. If TSV is not really hurrying up, if TSV is not setting the pace, then Vikings should be outscaling. Like, I mean, pretty hard, honestly. They should be outscaling pretty hard. Oh, Kati? I'm almost dying here already. Yeah, so this is it. The game. If the game is not decided by 30 minutes, then Vikings is gonna give us silver scrapes. However, if TSV is as aggressive as they have been so far, then I feel like they're in a pretty good spot. Smolder is not really a champion early game. I don't understand why they're picking the Ezreal into that, but nonetheless, that's still like Smolder is gonna be really weak. Like this lane should absolutely be a breeze for Eddie. He's gonna be catching the Tahm Kench. There's gonna be the stun soon too. Tahm Kench has to flash away. Yeah, this should be an easy lane for Eddie. 100%. And you'll have to see this one. TSV know as well. They need to win the early. And then they have a chance. Then they have a chance to actually win the game before the Smolder gets anything. Or the Smolder gets fed. Especially if the Sion as well together. There's gonna be a Tahm Kench to save both the Syndra and the Smolder. So if the game goes late, there's gonna be a lot of tools for Vikings. TSV though picked very aggressive champions like the Kiana, which I love to see. Meanwhile, there's the first engage and the first kill goes to Kiana. That's what I wanna see. That's what I wanna see. Aggression from TSV coming out. And I even flash for that. And yeah, because Kati did not have flash anymore, he went down. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. So far, so good on the TSW side. If they keep this up for 20 more minutes, then the game is gonna be theirs. Just be proactive, look for the fights. You're gonna be stronger until then. Yeah, there comes the flash. I feel like he was still in the range, but just to make sure, good flash. Alrighty. What is next? What is next for Vikings? What is the next move? They have to slow down the game. Because all of these, basically all the lanes are gonna be pretty hard for them. All of these lanes are just super hard for Vikings. And if they cannot slow down the game, then it's just gonna get out of hand very soon. First dragon, immediately Kiana is there. Good to see that one. That was the OG strategy against the Smother. And just make sure to get the dragons incredibly fast. Just make sure to get the dragons before 25 minutes. And if you do so, then the Smother could be defeated. If that's the case, once again, then it's good to see. But no level 6 on Guri. Dire, nice dodge there on the stun. And while this is happening, Histo gonna be picking up a very fast first dragon. So far, TSC basically playing this game perfectly. They're doing everything they need to. Just keep this tempo up. If they keep this up again, they have a winning game here. And even if one of the Syndra or the Smother accidentally gets fed, there's always gonna be a Mordekaiser there to turn the fights a little less favorable for Vikings. Yeah, so far, I'm happy what I'm seeing. Personally, I would love to see TSV at Worlds, because they're just such a fun team. I don't know if it's gonna be enough against Gam. Like, I mean, if this match is going as well as they did so far, then I'm gonna say that against Gam is gonna be close. But TSV did not have a clean series, so I'm a little bit worried for them what happens against Gam. But nonetheless, this is still they stay pretty fine. Maybe they were rusty a little bit, getting some stage experience. But TSV should not slow down. They should not slow down. If Shogun is not thinking about anything here, this could be an easy kill. Okay, there it is. They know. Tonkench even gonna be popping the heal too for an extra boost. Okay, so far so good. Grub spawning and Kiara immediately gonna go for the grubs. Once again, pretty well done. But Nocturne does have the ultimate. Keep this in mind. Nocturne does have ultimate here. And yeah, Histo got a little scared, jumping out before he could even take the second grub. Might go back for the third one. There has been enough time even for Dire to really come closer, so Histo gonna be, Guri gonna be scared. And it seems like Histo might be going back for the last grub. I mean, that's when they would also secure the objectives. Just making sure that Guri is not around. But Histo should know that there is still one grub there, right? Yeah. Gotta scuttle, gotta go grabs. That's so good. That's pretty good so far. That's still really good. Second objective feat. Gonna be going on the TSW. Meanwhile, Nocturne going on any, but immediately gonna get stunned. There's even a Tonkin teleport. I mean, to be fair, I think this is gonna be swapped. Yeah, they're gonna be swapped. When the spellbook wasn't really wasted there. But there was not really any chance for that Nocturne engage to result anything. Now the lanes are back to normal. But yeah, just make sure that this Smolder cannot farm. Just make sure that you're as much as a menace as you can to this Smolder. We don't see the stacks though, actually. Once again, the UI doesn't show the stacks. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I might have just been mentally affected by like... I felt like at one point LCP showed the stacks next to the portrait, and maybe they haven't. But whenever the camera pans on the Smolder, I will read up the stacks for you. He's still coming in. He's not gonna quote here. Are they gonna go for the dive here? Immediate ultimate pop. Talk is gonna be pretty low here. If they feed the Smolder here, that might just be GG. So they're gonna be calling this off. But the dragon is spawning soon, and it seems like Kiana might not be able to get that one. Against the Smolder, you really wanna get those early dragons. And for now, Kiana still not gonna go for that. But at least Smolder cannot really farm. So that's really good. That's so far well done by the Ezreal, but so I'm gonna at least pick up some here. And the dragon's still gonna be picked up pretty early still. He still had to recall, but that's not too bad. You wanna just force these dragons out. Second one gonna be picked up, and Hextech Dragon as well. Sorry, Mountain Dragon. That is a pretty good soul to have against the Syndra and the Smolder. So if TSW actually able to complete this pretty fast soul run, then they're gonna be pretty happy with the result. I mean, especially against the Syndra. That Mountain could be really, really insane. Syndra is getting a lot of farm though. She's already having the companion. I love to see these mid laners who are not just building a tier into the Seraphs. Love to see first item Ludens. Yeah. The camera still hasn't panned on the Smolder stacks. Whenever I stick them, I'm gonna tell you guys. Whenever I see them, I'm gonna tell you. But as a reminder, with Smolder, you wanna get to the 115 pretty soon. Just so you have the first little splash. So you can get even more stacks after that. 97. Is it 90? Yeah, 98. That's not too bad. 100 stacks now. Very close to the first upgrade. Okay, that's not too bad for a Smolder. TS definitely gonna be in even more of a time ticking bomb.
Turret plating will soon fall.
I mean, even if the Smolder would be like super fed again, the Mordekaiser might be able to counter that to a degree. So there is that part. I don't really like the S0 pick, but I mean, so far it's pretty fine for TSV. Vikings are playing very passive, and That's absolutely what they need right now. Yeah, exactly. Vikings are surviving the laning way more than I imagined they would. After that early kill for Histo, I thought that they would be trying to like make the game faster, but TSW couldn't really do much in that regard. I mean, I guess like they got the objective feat, so there is that. But yeah, but besides that, no, not much is happening. Nocturne hasn't really used the ultimate either, but to be fair, like, that just means there's not really many fights, and that's good for Vikings. The Scion as well as scaling. It's looking more and more dangerous for TSW. I mean, they still have the dragon stacking for them, so I wouldn't be super scared if I'm TSW, but you have to play the next dragon really well. That is like a pretty good chance for you to win a fight if Vikings even would wanna contest that dragon. Oh, he's still gonna be scared away from the Herald. I mean, they still have time for the dragon. They maybe even have time for a fight here. There are so many members there that Kiana didn't want to jump in. Mordekaiser's a little bit smaller, but still... Yeah, it's still pretty hard. Now, TP coming in. Mordekaiser. This is a better position for TSW. It's a much better one. Smolder though, pops the ultimate. And Ezreal is already out of the fight. I'm not sure how. Okay, never mind. Wait, TSW got the Herald. TSW got the Herald, but lost to a member. However, Eddie somehow still alive, gonna be the kill as well. There's the feed. Trading it back and forth, but they got the feed. And that jungler still alive just as the dragon spawning. Histo's gonna be pretty low, but I feel like the dragon needs to be taken now. He's gonna be really slow, but with Guri only spawn. He's gonna be recalling. There's even a fruit there. I felt like he could have went for that. I would have liked the dragon here, but I mean, this fight could have been much worse. Taki was in the middle of everyone. Couldn't do too much, and Eddie was strung down so hard. He also couldn't participate in the fight. Given the fact that they were fighting from a man disadvantage, that is pretty crazy that they could take down Kari here. Now the dragon, this is still in time. This is still in time, but you have to calculate with Guri and the ultimate. You still have to calculate with that one. Mordekaiser probably waiting with the ultimate for Guri to swoop in. But that's gonna release the dragon. Soul point for TSW. On that regard, pretty good. As well as Smolder gonna be dying. This is a massive fight here. Now Guri will pop the ultimate. However, still the Kiana is there. Kiana dealing the damage. And it's gonna be a massive teamfight victory for TSW. There's an ace for TSW. And they get the soul point as well. They're still in time. That's what they need. Make the game faster. You have to accelerate this game. And they're still gonna be having the lead whenever the potentially mountain soul pops. Which is gonna be a massive help against both the Syndra and the Smolder. They're gonna get a bunch, they're gonna be able... Can it crush it? Yeah, Herald is gonna be crushing for the second time as well. This is really, really good from TSW. They're feeling the taste of LCP. The guaranteed chance to stay in the LCP. This is happening. This is the fight. He has to play this one pretty well. Immediately going on the Smolder. The Nocturne ultimate was pretty late at this point. Well done by Histo, well done. Well done there, well done there. I think I'm gonna be jinxing Vikings. I'm just saying this. I'm gonna be jinxing Vikings because I'm already looking at pictures of them to my thank you post. I started looking at pictures for my thank you post for the Vikings, so I think TSW is gonna be throwing this game now. And as soon as I say this, they start at the con. I mean, they should be stronger here. They should be stronger here, but are they stronger than the Otacon curse? Goody's ultimate is being popped now. The Stallion rushes in, but doesn't hit anyone. Oh, never mind. He is Ezreal. They gotta get Otacon, but can they win the fight? Ezreal is down. Ezreal is down. And so is Dire. And they got Otacon by losing too. Okay, Mordekaiser. Wait a second. Hero? Hero's dead. Not the best. Not the best. Not the best. Not the best. It's really not too good. I mean, they're still gonna be having the lead. They got Otacon. And I think the more important objective is gonna be in 1.5 minutes. For this comp against the Smother, against the Syndra, that is gonna be the absolute most of importance. 1 minute and 10 minutes. Can they take the dragon then? Ezreal, Eddie has been pretty bad, I think, in this and the last game as well. Eddie has not been it. I don't think Eddie has been it, honestly. I don't know. These are just not necessarily good games from him. But Viking, TSW still should be having the lead. Smother, I don't see the Smother stacks. If they show the Smother stacks, then I'm gonna tell you about that. Okay, Goody popping the Ottoman. Onto Dire, but Dire once again, same thing as the first Ottoman was. Immediately there with the stun. But Mordekaiser is pushing the top side. That's even more gold for TSV. And the dragon is spawning. The dragon is spawning now. There's a fight. Fight breaking out. He's still gonna be quite alone. He's a bit alone on that side, but he's not gonna be going down. However, TSV is not the healthiest. They're not the healthiest. Can they still take the dragon? It would be pretty important. It's gonna be Vikings, they're starting it. It'll be Vikings with a start. Okay, I'm getting legs. Amazing. The dragon is still questioned though. Mordekaiser ultimate available. But can he take that? Okay, Mordekaiser ultimate being used. On the Scion, that's not the target they wanted to use it on. But they had to. And it's gonna be Taki dying, but they got the dragon. Mountain Soul secured. Mountain Soul secured. Guri pops the ultimate to go in, but I'm not even sure. Why would he go in there? Okay, that was not the greatest ultimate, I think, from Guri. And he's still going back in. Gonna be taking down immediately the Tom Kench. And I feel like at this point, Vikings are running out of juice. Smother is dead too. And he's still big. Oh! What? the game. They cannot end. Pretty early, they cannot end. But they did everything they needed to do. Against the Smolder, this is everything you can ask for. I don't know when exactly, but Smolder should get the full stack soon. But still, I feel like TSW has accumulated enough of a lead now with the Mountain Soul, Otacon, and also just like the champions being strong enough that they can deal with the Smolder for a while now. He's still ulted twice, I'm fairly certain. Like, this moment, it was already going on for like super long. I think he ulted like the start of the fight before the dragon. And it looked like for a while that that Vikings actually might take the dragon, but it was before even that. It was way earlier. I'm pretty sure it just came back. Like, this is a very long fight. We don't see the Smolder stacks. However, we can see that the Baron is up. Oh, Smolder stacks are up. I see it now. Execution bar is there, but Smolder stacks worth nothing if he's dead. Oh. Smolder is dead! Smolder is dead. And Ezreal going crazy now. Okay, Ezreal. I'm sorry, Ezreal. I owe you a formal apology. I wasn't filming the video game. I wasn't filming the video game, Ezreal. You're kind of strong. I'm sorry. With 2 members down, TSW gonna be starting on the Baron. Ultimate available for Guri. I mean, he might be able to steal it away. They're so behind that the steal might be necessary at this point. Might be necessary to take the steal, but is he gonna go for that? Sion goes in, and Sion gonna be going down. Oh wait, okay. Dire meanwhile just randomly killed Guri on this side. Okay, well done, Dire. And that's an easy Baron. That's an easy Baron for TSW. And they can feel the victory. Smolder 243 stacks now. So Smolder getting there, but Dire buying the Magi's. Okay, that guy's crazy. Dire buying the Magi's. Dire goes like, hey Smolder, if you wanna stack, game on. I'm also gonna be stacking. And yeah, Smolder is gonna be strong. It's gonna be stacking. If the game goes on to like 50 minutes, there is maybe a chance Vikings win. But TSW, they have enough of a lead that I don't think the Smolder Sion comp is gonna be posing a threat for like 10 more minutes. If the game goes on to 50 minutes, Smolder can win, sure, yeah, 100%. Like, the Smolder Sion is a pretty insane scaling comp. Like, if this game goes on for super late, yes, but I just feel like TSW is having enough of a lead. Oh, nice one from Dire. TSW just has enough of a lead that they can easily get even the next Elder. And after that, they can 100% finish the game. Maybe even now. Maybe they don't want to wait for Elder. They took a bit of a risk going up against this scaling comp, but it's paying out, and I love to see that. When Smolder was at the peak, when everyone was playing Smolder, that's the thing I was like, why are you picking Senna? Just pick an early comp and destroy Smolder. I always thought that is the right answer to Smolder. Just early comp, making sure that he's not a champion. And that's exactly what TSW is doing now. Sieging on the Nexus turrets. There are gonna be some lower members like Taki, but the carries are still full as Dire goes in. Dire goes in, kills Smolder, and that's GG. That is GG right there. And before 30 minutes, I said at the draft, if somehow Vikings can survive for 30 minutes, they might have a chance. But they could not. And TSW gonna be keeping their world's dreams alive. Quadra kill for Eddie. Wait a second. As they're gonna be advancing to the next round facing Jesport. Advancing there. 3-1. That's what I predicted. I think they played well. Have to give them props. I think going into the game match is gonna be close, but they showcased that they're not choking. This is gonna be their first playoff victory, by the way. They lost every single match so far this year in the playoffs. This is their first playoffs victory. That's crazy. Okay, write the tweet. After their 1-3 loss to TSW, the Vikings are eliminated from the LCP playoffs, and they will need to go into the they need to go into the and they need to go against the BCS winner. Dino Saiga, but I'm just gonna check the pronunciation of Dino. We have our first matchup, by the way. We have our first matchup, Saigon Dino versus the Vikings. That's gonna be in the promotion tournament. So after the 1-3 loss to TSC, the Vikings are eliminated from the LCP playoffs, and they will need to go against the VCS winner Saigon Dino to keep their LCP spot. Thank you for the whole year, and good luck in the promotion tournament. After the 1-3 loss to TSC, the Vikings are eliminated from the LCP playoffs, and they will need to go up against the VCS winner Saigon Dino to keep their LCP spot. Thank you for the whole year, and good luck in the promotion tournament. And post. I was predicting the 3-1, and it was a 3-1. So, I mean, I was thinking that the one game that Vikings win would be on the Senna. But to be fair, on a second thought, there was no chance that Style gets his Senna. I mean, still, that game was fine. And I think TSW showcased that they're strong. In scaling comp, in game 1 they executed that one pretty well. And even now, in a pretty early comp, like in a very aggressive early comp, they also executed this one pretty well. So GG's. And I also have to do my ratings. Where's the rating form? What should be my match thoughts? Okay, what should be my match thoughts? I have no idea what should be my match thoughts. Also, what did Pawn play? Because there has been a lot of substitutions. What even did Pawn play? Let me check. How did it start? Oh, with the Cassante. And then the Galio. That's the game that they lost. That's a 7. Hero was playing much better. Here is 8. He still gets a 9 from me. I think he was like pretty good. Dyer as well. Those two were really nice. Eddie in these last 2 games were not the greatest. But like, he was fine. Kratos, I feel like gets a 5 from me. He was like fine-ish. Guri as well. Kati maybe a 4. Stylish ones maybe 3. Still long. I mean, he was not doing fine. What are the match tools? Am I going to Worlds? Nope. I mean, first of all, money. And that's it. And also, I'm probably gonna have other stuff during that. But also money. And I want to stream from home. I guess I could bring my laptop. Sometimes I stream from my laptop, but it's just much easier to stream from here. But yeah, if I went, I would have went for like for longer time, not just like for 1 day. But yeah, it's money. As much as I love Chengdu, it's not necessarily like a super cheap place. What is the match comments? What is the match comments here? I don't know. Great showing from the Vikings in the VCS layouts. Match versus Gam should be fun. Great stream from the Vikings in the VCS playoff. VCS playoffs. LCP lower bracket. The match versus the game should be fun. Send in. Alright, chat. CFO quarters. I mean, quarter. It's just so hard to tell, man. The Swiss system. I don't like the Swiss system. I mean, I like Swiss as a format, but I feel like the way Riot is doing it is I don't like it. Like the whole draws. I don't know why they would just draw every single matchup in Swiss. I don't understand that. I feel like that's just... You know how last year there was this Reddit thread? Do you guys remember last year there was this Reddit thread about the monkeys? Like there is 8 monkey team and 8 like normal team. And there is statistically, when there is like a random drawing, which is the case with the worlds, there is a high chance that the monkey team gets to the quarters. It's basically like mathematically impossible for for LCK and for LPL teams to make actually it's impossible because one of them is not gonna make the main stage, but yeah, impossible. Is this all gonna be on the draw? But I feel like that's absolutely possible, yeah. North America is honestly not looking great. Europe is also not looking that great, though. I don't know, G2, what they can do. If G2 levels up, maybe there's a chance for Europe. North America, there is FlyQuest, but like I have no faith in FlyQuest. So yeah, CFO should be like I mean, like, how should I say this? Like, if you make a tier list, if you have like a tier list, then I think there's a good chance that CFO is in the top 8 team. But because most of it, am I wrong? But like, isn't that just like the LCK 4, LPL 4, that they play like a playing game, right? They're not gonna be like, not both of them are gonna be at yeah. So basically the main stage is gonna be having at least in the top, like if you rank the teams, probably like on the top there's gonna be a lot of LCK and LPL teams. But in the top 8, there must be someone from outside that, and that's probably CFO. Yeah, that's most likely CFO. But because like there's a Swiss system, it could be like a weird scenario. Like remember how last year like G2 played against BLG for the spot, and it was like TL versus FlyQuest or something. So the Swiss the top, like the quarter teams are not the top 8 teams. It's like statistically, the quarter teams are not the top 8 teams at the tournament, because the Swiss draws are random. And again, like there was this funny post, if you remember last year, about the monkeys, like the monkey teams. If you have like 5 teams of just, how many teams there are? This is 16 in total, right? So if you have 16 teams in Swiss, and statistically, if you have 8 teams played by monkeys, which means they guaranteed losing every single match, like little monkeys, they guaranteed losing every single match, and you have 8 teams who are just like normal pro players, statistically, it's very hard with like random draws for all the 8 human teams to get to quarters. It's very hard. Because statistically, there's gonna be a scenario, just like what happened with literally last year, when we have a G2 BLG and there is a FlyQuest TL, where I think most people thought that G2 and BLG should both be in the quarters. So yeah, it's because of that logic. I don't wanna say like 100% CFO gonna make it, because it could be like, on one side there's gonna be FlyQuest versus G2 as like one match for the qualification, and the other one would be like CFO versus KT or something. And I think like even in that case, like CFO should have a good chance against like even the third seeds. But yeah, it's all gonna be on the draw. I don't like the Swiss system because of that. I much prefer the Swiss system when there is no draw. But like if you like, there are like seedings, you can take this from like the global seeding, whatever. But like if you beat a team who was higher seed than you, then you take their seed and use that seeding for the next round of Swiss draws. I much rather like that system because it's way more fair and you get like actual matchups. So in that case, I would say CFO quarters is pretty likely. Right now I'm saying this up on draw, but should be, because CFO is in the top 8, I think top 8 teams in the world. And again, it could be like even better than that. It could be even better, because if there is like there could be like they could beat like LPL 3 or LCK 3 potentially. I mean, even if they were ranking the initial phase, like the first Swiss draw, even if they were ranking that one, my main issue is that it's not ranked afterwards. They love draws. Riot loves draws. I much prefer if the Swiss matchups were not draws. Just as I said before, have an initial seeding, and right after, basically, if you beat a higher seed, you steal their seed. But if you if you're the higher seed and you win, then you just like keep your seed. And like that way, you wouldn't have to have draws. Just like higher seed versus lower seed, it's just like normal matchups. I think that would be even a much better system, even if the initial ranking is pretty bad. That would still be a much better system, because for round 3, it would balance out itself pretty well. And because of that, they could also have like a much better like single elimination seeding. That would result in like overall a better seeding for the Swiss and the single. I mean, I have no issues with single elimination, to be fair. I like that word is single elim. I think that's much more hype. What I have issues with is because the Swiss stage is not good with seeding. You cannot really seed the quarters well. That is my issue. But if you fix the Swiss seeding, then I think single elim could be better and even the Swiss stage could be better. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming normally. Oh hey Ben, wait for the follow on Twitch. I'm not sure why my alert is not. I think my alert might be broken, but thank you for the follow on Twitch. Tomorrow gonna be CFO versus PSG. I predicted a 3-0. I think it's gonna be a 3-0. I'm gonna stream normally. On Sunday, I don't know how I could be streaming. I need to figure out my Sunday. I'm not sure I can stream totally on Sunday, but we'll see. But tomorrow, same time, CFO PSG should be hype. I think it's 3-0, but still, PSG looking much better. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for follows. See you tomorrow, everyone. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.